Hello, everybody, and welcome to a very special Saints game night here, as it is Academy night on the stream. My name is Jordan, otherwise known as J-Sauce, and I'm joined today by Theo, the Holy Juan. How
Yeah,
are you tonight?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I'm doing great, pretty excited. We got two great games on for tonight. We start with a little bit of COD, and then we're going to move on to some CS2, which I'm super excited to see tonight on stream.
Yeah, two exciting matchups. It is our Academy night for game day. So, as you said, we're gonna have some CS and Call of Duty action. Our Call of Duty team has been very strong this year, performing well. Every time I've seen them play, they've played very well. And same with our CS team. They've also been really strong. So two very strong teams, and they're gonna look to show everybody how it's done today.
Absolutely, with our COD team currently doing great in the standings so far for ECAC. As we can see there, they are currently 9th on the leaderboard with a 5-1 record, only dropping one match so far. And their opponents tonight, Concord University, sitting in that 11th spot with a record of 4-2. So pretty close matchup here. For both teams kind of just being one game off of each other, but Saints hoping to start up a winning streak again tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. 5-1 record. Very well done from them. Concord 4-2, as you said. So pretty in the standings wise, pretty important match to see who can get up there. If Saints lose, they'll have the same record, but they only have one loss. And the last time a couple of times they played, I know they've won. So they're on a little bit of a win streak, and they made their games pretty decisive, winning most of them 3-0, if I'm not wrong. So it should be a good matchup, and I can't wait.
Absolutely, and although we won't get to see them on stream tonight, good notice that St. Clair varsity team is 7-0 right now,
Yeah.
perfect record, and sitting in that first spot, tied with a couple other teams here. But COD team tonight, we're going to see Ranger, KB, Sirius, and Pisces on the roster tonight. Pretty standard team, pretty standard lineup for our Saints Academy COD. And on the other, for Concord U, we are going to see a lineup of Ego, Jandy, Mikey, and Para, who that team is currently on a 2-win streak, so hoping to continue that. So like you said, good matchup and big defining moment for that team. And as for CS, great standings as well for both teams. 3-1 for both. They are currently tied as of right now. So this will decide who gets to bump up in the standings and who is going to go back down. And in our division, we are doing great.
Yeah, we are. We could see Conestoga is 4-1 there, so very strong. Our Saints are gonna have to win this one to bring themselves atop of the group, and that would be huge for them. Getting that momentum and that positioning going into playoffs will be very important. So hopefully our Saints can play their best today and show what they're made of.
Absolutely. And their opponents, GMU Academy or George Mason University, are also 3-1. So they are looking to do the exact same thing, try and find that spot to get tied up with Conestoga there at the top. It's clearly the spot to reach tonight. And quite an interesting streak they've had as well, winning their only 3 wins so far on the season have been the last 3 games they've played, whereas our team is currently on a 2-win streak, so looking to continue that as well, doing great the past couple weeks.
Absolutely, and this is when you want to be playing your best for any game. We know playoffs are right around the corner. All teams, this is when they should be peaking. This when they should be all coming together, learning how to play with each other. And these games are the most important because playoffs. It's most playoffs are usually one and done, and you don't want to be losing early, especially seeded so highly. So here we see our last 4 games for our CS team. They beat WTMU CS2 in their first game of the season, but then they lost to the first seeded Conestoga their second game, and then after that it was pretty smooth sailing, getting 2-0s across the board.
Absolutely, and if I'm not mistaken, this is the last game of the regular season, so really want to push to get this final win in here. And as we could see for our opponents today, George Mason University, they actually have beaten the top seeded team, Conestoga,
2-0.
2-0 as well. Yeah, so of their last 3 wins, all 2-0s. So they are coming out strong, and I expect a great game from both teams tonight.
Without a doubt, it has to be, especially GMU coming off of the win of Conestoga 2-0. Very strong performance from them. So they're going to be feeling great. So our Saints are going to have to play their absolute best to take this one because GMU seems to be on a bit of a roll.
Absolutely. We have some incredible players on that team as well. All have really stepped up and, like you said, learned to play together, which is super, super important. And COD, same thing as well, being so far into the season now, they finally kind of found their groove and are found a way to work together well, especially having only dropped one match so far.
Absolutely. And out of these two games, actually, let's go to the ECAC match history of the COD team. You can see they were on a 4-win streak, but they did lose to Cumberland 3-1. A bit of a rough one there, but that's just a hiccup in the process. They were able to beat the Falcons last week with a very well played 3-0. And yeah, the Saints are looking good. Had a good start, a bit of a rough couple weeks ago, but we're able to get their last win now. Gonna look to finish the season strong.
Exactly, looking to bounce back and, like I said, start that streak up again. Great, probably going to see a pretty close match from those two teams as well. They are close together in the standings, and each one looking to climb that ladder even higher up. Incredible playing from the academy team, though, for COD recently, having that last win against the CUW Falcons, doing a great job there. And as for the matchups tonight, any predictions for scores or anything for COD or CS2?
Scores, COD, I think the Saints are going to take it either 3-1 or 3-2. I think they will drop one map because they're playing a pretty strong team, but I think in the end they'll be able to close it out. And for the CS game, I think it's going to be a close one, but hopefully our Saints can take it with a 2-1 victory.
Absolutely. I kind of feeling the same thing. Definitely going to see a really close match going all the way to Game 3, possibly for CS2. As for COD, I would hope for the 3-0. Nice clean sweep would be awesome for our Saints, especially to get them back on the horse for the standings. But like you said, playing a strong team tonight, so a possible 3-1, dare I say even 3-2 going to Game 5 could be a possibility here.
Yeah, as you said, it should be close games. It should be fun to watch. Well, our first game is going to be COD for a little bit, and then at 8:30 is the CS game. So we'll have a bit of time before we jump into CS. It won't be both games at once, but after a while, we'll be flipping from game to game. There's obviously individual streams on each channel, but if you need to see that, just type !streams in the chat.
Absolutely.
And with all that being said, we're going to throw it to a very, very quick break, and we'll be right back with some Call of Duty action. Welcome back, everybody. A bit of a longer wait. There were some technical difficulties, but we are going into game one between St. Clair and Concord University. As we said, it's going to be an exciting matchup. We got Hardpoint for the first map, and let's see what's gonna happen.
Absolutely. Here on Embassy, pretty standard map to start on. Gonna get right underway. A couple good shots going out right there from Siri. Able to get a double there onto Mikey and Jandy. Doing a great job so far starting off. Neither team actually getting on the hard point yet. 30 seconds left for it. Ego gonna take down Siri there. KB with a kill onto Mikey. Ranger with a kill onto Egoeski. Gonna get traded right out by Jandy though.
Yeah, and her first hardpoint hasn't seen too much action. Fights all around it, but only 9-2 for the side of the Saints. Siri finds one on the flank here. Jandy and KB finding kills of their own. And this first hardpoint just wasn't touched by either team. So much fighting going on, but no one able to get on the objective as Pisces goes down there. Ranger's gonna find his one. Paro's gonna be on the flank here and takes down Siri with a well played there. Mikey's gonna be looking for something, but it's gonna be very, very low HP. Do they know exactly where he is? I'm not too sure. KB is gonna look for a push here with Rangar. Concord do have objective, but they are getting taken down one by one as 3 go down. Siri finds one, KB finds the 4th, and just like that, Saints are able to team wipe Concord and start to build a bit of a lead on this objective.
Absolutely. Now with the objective moving around from that middle spot, it's able to get onto here. Concord with a little bit of a better spawn opportunity for this hard point, but they are taken quickly down by Siri and Ranger, doing a great job keeping them off the hard point. As we see now, gonna start getting ready to move to that next one as it will change in 15 seconds. Great picks on the side of Concord from Ego, and KB's gonna get a pick of his own onto Para there. Still holding on to this hard point for the Saints. They are gonna get above 50 now. Doing a great job as the hard point is about to change and head towards Concord's side, and they're gonna be right on it and ready for this one. Great lineup by Ego here as he's able to find Pisces. It looks like he's going to be getting ready to find Siri as well in a second. And Siri's able to trade him out right there, perfectly lined up, had that call out and was ready for it. And Concord's still going to be holding on to this hard point though.
Yeah, they're holding on to it really, really well. They do have the good spawn. Saints just not able to get much done. We saw Concord just kind of concede the first horror point, but that was for this, to get control of the second one. And they're going to be holding it for quite a long time. But Saints are starting to get picks coming through. Huge nade from KB, finds 2, and just like that, Saints are going to be able to retake the rest of the time on this hard point. We could see Concord just rotating over to the other hard point, but we're going to see KB trying to get those spawns in that. Pisces is going to take down 1. As we see all the members rotating over to the next hard point. KB does go down to Ego, but Rangar finds one as well. Mikey on 80 HP, very, very dangerous here. He's able to stay alive, but the new hardpoint is going to go over to Concord to start off. Saints, though, have pretty good positioning all around the building. Siri finds one, sees the other, but he's able to stay alive. Rangar is going to take one out. Pisces takes down one as well, and that's going to be a full team wipe for the Saints yet again. Going to be able to take advantage of that push and take the hard points. They have the good spawns as well, so Concord's going to struggle to get back. Rangar's going to take one down. KB's going to take one down. Does get taken down himself, but there's going to be a big gunfight going on here. Rangar's able to find it, and that's going to be a lot more time for the Saints here now. Going to take a big advantage here in this hard point.
Absolutely. Both teams starting to get their time on the hard point, but Saints doing a little bit better. Like you said, having that great spawn and now doing a great job. Pisces with a double there, just showing what this defensive strategy can do as they are well positioned and ready to cut off any flanks from the side of Concord. 10 seconds left on this hard point. It looks like Saints are going to be able to take the last 10 points for it, but Concord going to make one more push and slowly get ready to rotate to the next hard point. KB with a great pick onto Ego there, and Para able to find one onto Pisces, cutting them off from getting to the next hard point here. As it is active now, Concord's going to be on it and ready, starting to rack up that points now. Only 50 away. Siri with a great double there onto Jandy, and Ranger finding one of his own onto Para. Doing a great job. Saints are ready to take back this hard point, which they have done, and are now starting to rack up the points, almost halfway to their to the 250 they need to close this one out. Still sitting on it tightly. Ranger and KB doing a great job of defending. Para able to find one pick to trade, but great pick by KB, doing an awesome job defending the site. Mikey gonna find one on a Siri. Pisces gonna trade him out real quickly. Saints obliterating right now, and only 100 points away from winning this game.
Yeah, they're doing very, very well to retake these sites. We can see Concord just conceding these 20-30 seconds for the first 3 or 4 points. It's a bit of an interesting strategy. They're trying to get those good spawns onto the next hard points. Here we now see some frags coming out from them as Jandy finds 2, but KB is able to find one of his own. The new hard point isn't secured by any team just yet, but a lot of kills coming out from Concord now. They should be able to take some control of this hard point. The Saints struggling to pick off anyone, but nobody's on the hard point just yet. Siri gets taken down as Ranger finds Eagle, but KB finds Jandy. Doesn't get taken down though. Para takes down KB, and still nobody's on the hard point as picks are coming out left and right. This is a hard point to get onto. It's going to be a 1v1 here in the back. KB finds it, and now Concord finally able to give some timing, but right as that happens, Saints are getting some big picks. Siri's going to get one, Pisces is going to get one, but he's going to get killed by Eagle there. Siri takes him down, but gets straight out as well. So much happening here. Nobody's on the point yet again. There's going to be Ranger finding a pick, but it was a good point for Concord in the end. They got a couple points. Their Saints didn't even give it one. So they're turning around a little bit, looking for the comeback now at 83. It's going to be a lot of action here. Saints do have the good spawns, but Siri does get taken outside the point. Rangar finds one, KB finds one as well. Has to be careful before that flash. He's going to get pushed by Jandy. Gets taken out by Para instead. Saints are still on the hard point. However, Rangar finds one, does get traded out, and Siri gets taken down as well. Para finds Pisces, and just like that, Concord will be able to take control of the hard point yet again.
Absolutely. Now, having flipped spawns, they are on the better side here and looking to catch up as Saints slowly getting closer to the final point there. Pisces going to find a great pick on Jandy there. Saints just looking to try and take this back as they have done now, and are almost ready to start racking up the points again. 20 seconds left on this point, just under 3 minutes left in this game. Great play so far by Ranger and KB. As we can see, they are kill leaders, and KB finding yet another one onto Ego there. Para going to trade out for Ranger right there. Next hard point, we can see Jandy ready on it, and Saints know he is there and are ready to hunt him down. You're going to see Ego try to find a couple picks up mid. KB finding Jandy on the hard point. Now it's a battle for this new one, with Saints just getting closer in on that 100-point mark, and Concord starting to catch up now. Huge battle going out here on the hard point.
A lot happening here, but Concord able to find those first opening picks, and they've been on this hard point this entire time. Mikey finds one. This is a very easy hard point to hold if you find those picks. KB does pick one up, though. He's going to push. Won't find the second, and these SMGs are so deadly in these close corners. Saints just can't seem to find anything back, and Concord are looking to crawl their way back into this game as Siri finds a huge kill onto Eagle there, but Mikey has just been on this point this entire time. Nobody's been able to touch him. Rangar takes down Jandy, and that's a nice little pickup, but we could see that the Saints maybe don't want to contest this one too hard, as with 10 seconds left, they want to get spawns onto the next hard point. Rangar finds Jandy, but Siri gets taken down, and that's a huge gunfight win, but we do see Ego sitting back there, and yes, Concord able to flip the spawns, but there's going to be a lot of gunfighting going on inside the point. Jandy finding one, and two Saints go down. Siri is able to trade one back, but Concord are on this hard point. They're going to start bringing this to a very, very close game unless the Saints can get something done here. Siri is going to go for the push of his own. Can he find anything on the entry? Not able to find one there. Rangar finds one, but two get taken down. KB finds one, does get taken down. And just like that, it's going to be all up to Mikey, but he will take down two. And just like that, Concord are going to be very, very close to tying this game up.
It just got real hectic there on the hard point. Saints still looking to push in and retake this game. He's going to find a pick on Para there. Jandy able to find a pick on Asiri. Ego and going to find one of his own. Jandy picking up the double, and KB's going to pick up a double of his own and try to retake this, but Concord still sitting tight on that hard point, just finally getting taken off, only 20 points behind. The Saints are going to get a little bit of time, hopefully grab this last 10 seconds, but they are going to be taken off quickly by Para. And Mikey doing a great job there trading out Ranger, and Siri just getting in there. Quick trades on both sides here. The next hard point is up, and Concord is already on to the hard point, now getting closer to tying this up and taking the lead. Only just over 50 points for both teams left to take this match. But Concord looking to push in now. St. Clair going to be team wiped there, and Concord's going to get a clean bit of time onto this hard point. Saints looking to push back in.
And they're going to be able to take the lead here, Concord will. So from a blowout to a very, very close game now. Pisces finds one, but does get taken down there. The lead swaps over to Concord. They can't end the game on this hard point, but they're able to get a lot of time here. Could make it really hard for the Saints. There's really nice picks there by Ego. Pisces does find Para, but is it going to lead to anything? Jandy gets taken out by Pisces as well, but Pisces gets straight out. Mikey is going to be able to fall down in mid here, and with 6 seconds left, Ego is going to be able to get the final seconds on this hard point. KB maybe looking to find him there, but won't be able to much. And we're back to the very, very first hard point where no time was really taken from either team. Maybe one of the teams now can look to burn some time. Pisces is going to get onto that objective, but Ego is going to take him out, and that's going to be the progress stop from them there as Siri falls down as well. Concord are going to look to finish the map here off, but KB finds one. Ego under here on 1 HP. Pisces not able to find him. Goes donated to the trophy system, takes a bit of damage from that, but is able to stay alive. It's just a 20-point lead, but KB finds one. Ranger finds one as well, and Saints are getting some time ticking on this hard point, but Jandy finds a huge kill to stop their progress there. KB finds one as well. He's on a 5-kill streak now, playing very, very well with the 2.0 KD, but Saints just can't get any bodies onto this objective. Pisces is going to go down, and now we're going to see absolutely everyone rotating over to this next hard point. Nobody wants to get that scrap time, as this will probably be the last point of the game. Ranger gets taken down, but Siri finds one as well, and the hard point is going to be secured here by Jandy. Concord have a bit of control here, but Siri takes one out. Ranger falls down, but KB finds one as well. Siri in such a good position, able to get those spawns for the side of the Saints, and they're going to be getting some time back here now. 222 to 210. Siri finds one as well, and the Saints are doing so well to clean this up. Concord just can't find anything. They know Jandy's here. He's laying down contesting, but surely he's going to get pushed by Siri. He will. Yes, he does go down, but Rangar does fall down. It's going to be the most important gunfights of the game here. Siri falls down as well. Mikey gets taken down by Pisces though, and Saints are still on this. Jandy goes down. KB is going to get killed as well. Ego trying to find the 2 kills, but Rangar finding 2 huge picks, and just like that, the game's going to be tied up in just a second here. Yes, there it is. 25 points to end the game. The game cannot end on this hard point, I don't believe it. There's 15 seconds left, and we're going to see probably both teams starting to rotate over a little bit. Para's going to run out there, but die. KB finding 2 huge picks. On the end of that, he's single-handedly able to hold this one down for the Saints. Oh, he can't find that kill on Ego. That's huge. The Saints now won't have the best spawns possible, but they are at 241. They only need 9 more points. There's going to be some trades coming out here, but Mikey with the drop shot goes down to Para. It's a very close game here.
Yes, Saints really need to get on this next point here. Last hard point of the game.
Oh, huge.
Oh, great cruise missile by KB there. He picks up a double. Been racking up those streaks all game. Para and Ego going to find picks of their own. Still find a way to keep Saints off this, as they are slowly catching up. Nobody quite on the hard point yet, but now Para's going to hop onto it. Pisces looking to contest. He's going to find 1. He's going to find 2. Great double kill there to get him off the point. Griff finds 3. KB also chiming in with a double of his own, and Saints take that in a very narrow win. Incredible plays at the end, but there by Para by Pisces and KB, finding a couple double kills of their own to help keep Concord off that final point. Incredible kill here by KB, doing his absolute most, able to find that double at the end, and just absolutely incredible. And as we can see, we got CS2 now starting as well. It looks like it is
3-0 for the Saints.
3-0 for the Saints. Incredible. Great to hear that. Great start for the Saints there on CS. Take it away. Tell us what we're looking at here.
Well, we got 3 rounds for our Saints. Starting off hot, we weren't able to see too much, but let's see what our Saints can get done here. They do have the full buys, and if you want to see the individual stream, obviously without interruption, you can find it on twitch.tv/Saints Academy CA2 for this CS match. There's going to be some gunfights going on in the mid here, and we're going to see a peek coming up from JBH, but he's going to go down. Kidju was able to get his trade, and it's a 4v4 situation now. It's going to be a flank here with the MP5 from Shipsy. Can he find anything? No, he does get taken down, and just like that, the Saints have a 4-on-3 advantage.
Absolutely. Now making a 4-on-2. Great kill by Petro there on the Hilton. Now looking to make their way over to B site. Yeah, now gonna make their way over to B site. Rye ready there, just waiting for George Mason University to try and make a defending push here. They are going to start making their way. Not quite sure if anybody's on B yet. Gonna have a little bit of a threw down a flat or a smoke, ready to get ready and make this push. But George Mason University now getting ready and queuing in. Smokes are going to go down. Molotovs, oh my gosh, flying absolutely everywhere. They are going to get ready to try put this plant down. It's going to be a close one here. Someone is waiting in the smoke. Great kill by Rye CS as he's able to take out MV Forever. 4v1 in these final seconds.
Yeah, it's going to be really hard for the Saints to lose this round, as we see Siler is just going to probably decide to save his M4. Didn't have too much money to start the round, so saving this gun maybe just helps you out in the next round. And we could see the Saints not really choosing to headhunt, gonna just take the round, run away from the bomb, and it's gonna be a 4-0 lead for the Saints here, off to a very, very good start. We said it's gonna be a close matchup, but Saints starting off hot and not dropping a single round. They're gonna look to keep their momentum going here. Maybe they can find the last player here at the end of the round. No, they won't be able to. Nobody's going to cross paths with him. And just like that, Saints are up 4-0 against GMU. Looking very, very good.
Absolutely. Now when we look at the buys here, Saints are able to stack all the way up, getting all the best guns, all the shield, all the util they could possibly get, where George Mason is going to have to save a little bit. Getting to save that M4 from the last round, pretty incredible, but a lot of pistols on their side as they are going to save going into this 5th round here. If we look at the scoreboard, Petro doing an incredible job for the Saints, 5-1 so far, and the rest of the team not too far behind them.
And there's going to be a timeout coming up from GMU, I believe, so they're going to take some time to talk over some strategies, because whatever they were doing was not working. The Saints were able to just stop them in their tracks. And as you said, Petro top fragging, Hunterscope also 4-0. Very well played by the whole Saints side. Everyone has at least 3 kills, so just a great team effort here. And if they're playing like this, they're going to make this a very hard game for GMU to win. But we do see an operator coming out from the side of GMU, maybe a bit desperate here. It's going to be a 5-man push from the side of the Saints. Only one there from the side of GMU to defend. If they can just quickly set up the same smokes and flashes that they had last time, it's going to be easy for them to walk in. But Shipsy's going to have so much to do here. They check the corner. Yes, they do, but he gets one. Pisces takes down one, and it's going to be 3 dead for the side of the Saints. Kiju was able to swing and get his trade, but now this round, 2v4 for the Saints, is going to be very, very hard to win. Let's see if they can get anything done here. There is an operator on the other side. As soon as they look through a smoke here, it's going to be hard. And there it is. Kiju does go down just like that. It's a 4v1 scenario, and Hunterscoper will go down. There's the timeout, and there's the round for GMU, able to steal one back and maybe try and come back into this game.
Absolutely huge momentum shift there after the timeout, and now they've got the op on the field. Absolutely dominating round there, going up 4v1. Just doing an incredible job to try and keep themselves in this game. As they head into the 6th round, we are going to see full buys from both teams now. Saints going to have to spend a little bit of the savings there, but we're going to see a little bit of a battle here in mid as some Molotovs and stuns go out. great, incredible kill by Envy there to start it off onto JBH, and we can see Kyler just waiting for this op, and Price waiting with the op, and he's gonna find Hunter Scoper there, break with a beautiful little angle. And as we could see, Saints a little bit scattered, but still leaning towards this B site where 2 of George Mason's players are waiting for him.
Yeah, and Prince with that operator has been so deadly. Envy finding yet another kill, and just like that, it's a 2v5 for the side of the Saints. They're just struggling to find anything on attack right now. Just every corner they peek, seems like there's a side from George Mason to find them out. Now in this 2v5 scenario, we could 2v4 scenario. Sorry, no 2v5 scenario. Yeah, it's gonna be really hard for the Saints. They're trying to push onto this B side. It's Petro and Rix in this situation. Is he gonna check the corner to his left? There's a player right on this box. Do they have any idea? I don't think they do. It's gonna be a pretty easy kill for Shipsy, and now it's a 1v1 on the point. It's gonna go down to Petro, but it's gonna be a 1v4. Not easy. There is someone sneaking up right behind him. He probably has no idea that that player is there, but he will survive for the time being. If he swings out here, could maybe find a pick. Does he see Envy here? Envy's just holding it down. Yes, he does spot him out, but Petro will not find him. It's going to be yet another round win for GMU, and they're looking pretty good in these last 2 rounds, I have to say, and coming back into the game.
Absolutely. Here comes that close match that we were talking about earlier. Both teams have a lot of pride on the line here, being very even in the standings and scores in general. As we can see here, going to be a little bit more full buys yet again, and as we get underway into the 7th round, Saints are going to look to try to rebuild that momentum they had earlier and try to take a much bigger lead in the rest of this first half. Now making their way for a bit of an A push, probably their first time in the match so far, but it might be a good switch up. Looks like Hunter was able to almost spot someone there, he possibly knows, but looks like they are going to be able to get away, and Saints now pushing up a little bit more towards mid. Might try to wrap around A, but that mid control is going to be very, very crucial here, as we see all the smokes and Molotovs are going to come flying out to try and cut off those lanes. Keeger looking for a crazy angle here is going to find the first pick on a Hilton there. Incredible headshot. Doesn't quite know the seconds there, and Envy's going to be able to trade him right back out.
Yeah, weird peek there with the smoke, kind of just for way too long in the open, but Saints very slowly are making their way onto A. It is a 4v4 scenario. A lot of smokes, a lot of utility coming out here from the side of the Saints. Maybe some gunfire going down. JBH does get taken out, but GBH and Petro find 2. Hunterscope finds one as well. Now, just like that, it's a 3v1 scenario for the side of the Saints. They could get a spike down. I think they know exactly where the player is. And yes, we're going to see Rix plant that bomb down. The player is on the flank. I think the Saints know where he is, and they're going to be looking to kill maybe through the smoke, but they don't have to rush anything. A very, very well played round from them, and they should be able to take a 5-2 lead in this game.
Absolutely incredible round here played by them. It seems as if they knew where every player was, and there we go. ICS is going to be able to take out Kyler, and Saints will start to get back on this train of taking a couple of rounds. But like I was saying, incredible round there. The util dump at the end there, being able to keep George Mason from getting back onto A site while they were planting was just absolutely incredible. All the smokes and Molotovs, the double molly kill by Petro and JBH was just absolutely incredible. And it looks like they may want to repeat the same success, going for a possible A and mid push yet again. As we can see, all the utils going to come out mid there. JBH going to try to make a fast push into mid and find a couple picks here.
Oh.
Looks like he spotted him, but he's not going to be able to get a couple shots off with that op yet again. Dangerous peek here. Price is going to take down JBH. Incredible shooting by him so far with this op. He's doing an absolute great job, and Saints are going to make their way towards B now.
I mean, he peeked once, saw that the up was there, decided, guys, I'll peek it again. I don't know the plan there. That's a very, very dangerous angle to take, but he will go down. There's going to be a player here on the left. Does he have any idea? No, Petro, does he check it? Does not check it. That was Keever, sorry. Goes down there. Rix is able to find one, though. And maybe the Saints can make their way onto B. It's just one more player defending here. It does go down to Petro. And just like that, the Saints should be able to get this plan down. The op goes down in mid as well to Hunterscope. Great sneaky play for him down mid to find that pick. And Saints have a 3v2 advantage here. Both players are coming in from the spawn. One might rotate over to Warren mid, but Saints look like they're pretty locked down on this B side. Yes, both players from the side of GMU are going to have to come in from the spawn. And they're not looking to push. Maybe they're gonna save. Yet again, I think that's a very weird thing to do in a 2v3 when you have weapons. Could be very winnable, but they just concede their loss, and they're gonna be down 6-2 now in this first half.
Absolutely, they see that their eco is getting kind of low, and it would be their best option to save here, but they do trade a couple bullets there. Looks like Saints are going to go a little bit of headhunting. Will Petro check this and get the kill? Oh, Kyler's going to find one on a hyperscoper. Saints will take the round as Kyler finds a double there, but Saints will continue and get that 6-2 win, and it looks, as we see here, we're going to get back in the COD a little bit as well, as we are on some search and destroy. A lot of people's favorite game mode, my favorite game mode personally, but KB gonna find that first kill on the Para, doing a great job here. Gonna get a couple shots off, but Ranger's gonna find Mikey, able to get a 4-2 lead here for the side of the Saints. Siri finding one onto Jandy. It is now a 4v1 for the side of the Saints, and they're gonna be able to get this bomb down nice and easily.
Yeah, very, very well played by them, finding those picks, playing a bit more aggressive, and it's going to be a 1v4 for Eagle. Very, very hard to pull off here when the plant is down. It's going to have to go out this door. Does get spotted out. Now all the Saints will be looking at this wall. Eagle's going to have to run away and maybe circle around, but Rangar is watching down mid with a sniper here. As soon as he sees him, should be able to kill him. No, he actually wasn't looking. Eagle is going to look for something, but with that SMG into sniper matchup, it's just not going to work out for him. Saints start off hot in SND and take the first round.
Absolutely a flawless round there as well. Great playing by the Saints to make a very quick push onto site and quickly sweep up the side, or Concord University on that site. Absolute great job here in SND, especially on this map. A lot of those early nades can be very helpful, and early stuns can be very helpful for deterring a team from getting to site faster. As we see now, we are going to switch sides here, and now Concord University looking to make that same or not quite the same push. It looks like they are going to go for, or sorry, yes, they are going to make that same kind of push on A, but quick kills go out. KB with a double kill. Siri finding the third, and Ranger with the fourth. St. Clair with a very quick win there. Not quite the flawless there, but now able to go up 2-0. Great kills by all teammates here, and great final kill against that sniper here by Ranger.
Yeah, very quick round for the Saints, and able to take a very quick 2-0 lead in this S&D. Looks like they're playing more aggressive, it feels like. Anytime Concord tried to push, just didn't work out. I'm going to see Para on the sniper again. Now he's going to choose to switch off to the SMG. And let's see where the Saints go this time. They're going to opt to go A yet again. They're loving this A side. You can see all four members just stacked, but Concord smelled this one out. Going to be able to probably get into a good defensive spot. Asiri takes a lot of damage there. Para goes for a very, very interesting peek there and goes down. Ranger finds one. Pisces does go down to Mikey though. 3v2 situation for the Saints. Asiri on very low HP, going to have to be careful. He's able to survive. Does find both of them, but just like that, it's a 2v1 situation for KB. Kind of peeking one by one and not trading out those kills is very, very unfortunate for the side of the Saints, but KB living on 1 HP is going to be able to get out. Doesn't have the bomb and is going to have to go back over there to pick that one up. And surely the side of Concord know that that's the case. Struggling to open the door there, KB, but it's okay. Going to go up mid now. And going to be really, really hard to close this one out. Does maybe spot out one. Does get spotted out himself, but side of Concord shouldn't take 1v1s. Just go for that 2v1. Go find that trade. KB is going to look for something up here. Is Ego going to peek here? Don't let his... Oh, he does get a lot of damage onto Ego there. He's going to find the swing there, but nobody's peeking him. They know that he has to get the plant down. KB with 20 seconds left is going to go down to that drop shot. And Concord are able to get around back and stop Saints in their track.
KB was doing a great job there at the end, doing his best to survive. A little slippery snake there, getting around them and getting kind of onto site. But he will be taken out by Mikey, who had some just incredible positioning there. And they knew they had bomb down, so they were able to hold that nice and tight. The A side does seem to be the dominant side here on this map. We'll see if either team chooses to go B and try to switch it up. Looking back at CS2 a little bit now, we are going to see that it is 7-4 now in the round, so George Mason is able to take a couple rounds under their belt, and Saints able to find one of their own to continue that lead. As we look at both here, Saints all together tonight seem to be playing a very aggressive playstyle. We'll see how it pans out. It looks like George Mason is going to be able to take a lead in this round, finding 3 kills of their own to start it off.
Yeah, and rough start there for the Saints. That's going to be a 4v1 on the side of the CS. Let's look back at Call of Duty. We could see it's a 1v2 yet again for Ranger this time, and Concord are going to get yet another round to tie this S&D matchup up. We expected a close game, and a close game we are getting. 2-2 now. Very, very well played by Ego there, being in the right spot at the right time, finding those shots. And the Saints are going to have to retalk something. These last few rounds have not looked good for them. Maybe it's just losing the gunfights or just maybe positioned in the wrong spots. Let's see if they can get anything done.
Absolutely. Unlike a lot of these other games like Valorant and CS, in Search and Destroy, neither teams really get a timeout to take the time and talk. So these small times in between rounds are all they get to try and make the adjustments they need. But as we see, here we go, yet another A push. All the util is going to be flying out as Saints try to take the main house. A couple of Concord sitting outside that door. Jandy's going to find the first pick on a Pisces, but quickly traded out by Ranger. And Siri finding a pick of his own, now making it a 3v2 for the side of the Saints. Doing an incredible start here at the beginning. Kind of starting to play it slow now. Ego just waiting for someone to push that site. KB gonna find the pick on the pair, and now in a 3v1 situation. Ego behind the door, he's gonna find a pick on Ranger there, but taken out quickly by Siri, and St. Clair will retake this lead 3-2 and hope to push forward. 3 more rounds needed to finish up this game.
Well played by the Saints. They were able to find some picks, able to trade out every kill, and made the game very, very easy for themselves. As you said, taking a 3-2 lead. Gonna try and get a bit of an advantage here, as it is a very, very close game. Now on the side of defense, let's see where Concord decide to go. Maybe they switch it up and go for a B push. I don't think the Saints would be ready for it. Let's see what they can get done here.
Absolutely, and it looks like Bomb is going to make its way towards B now. A little bit of a different play, and none of the Saints are choosing to get onto site and get ready to defend that, as Bomb is going to make its way onto site almost without a hitch there. No kills have been placed down yet. There we go, Siri finding the first one in Ego, but he might soon realize that this is not an A push. We need to get over to B as they start looking that way. Bomb is going to go down on B here for the first time. Bomb has been planning. Concord now needs to hold and defend this as well as they can. Saints going to start to make their way towards the site, going back through spawn and a little bit up mid. Ranger on that sniper going to try to find a pick through this window onto Mikey. Not going to quite find it, but KB is going to find Jandy down low. A little bit of more of a util dump here. Stuns going out. Mikey not going to quite find the pick as he's saved, or he's taken out by a nade from Ranger, who saved Siri there in those final moments. They are, oh my gosh, Para with an incredible double kill to deny the defuse. 2v1 now. He is going to be taken out by Siri. 6 seconds left. They need to hop on this and finish it off. Does he have enough time?
No,
oh no, he does not.
What?
Unfortunate. Para with an incredible double kill there, able to deny that defusal and tie up the Saints enough for the bomb to go off, and able to tie it back up at the halftime of this game.
That's very, very poorly played by the Saints. 4v1 situation. Not able to win the round is going to be not good, to say the least. But Concord able to make it 3-3. They're going to take that one, and if Saints lose this map, that's going to be the round to look back at. Not a round you should be losing, especially at this level, but stuff happens. Para finds 2 big picks, able to get out there. Surprised that KB didn't just get on the plant right away and defuse it, decided to chase the kill and went down. But we're gonna see getting 2 kills here by KB, getting the get back. Pisces does go down, but it's a 3v2 for the Saints, and I think they're gonna have a bit of control on the side of A, but there is Ego on the flank here. If they have any idea, he's here. He's going to climb over, does not check his back, and should go down. Ranger's going to take him out just like that. Now it's a 3v1 situation for the Saints, and I don't think they're going to throw this one away.
Absolutely not. They should have an easy way of getting the bomb down and able to plant Siri, still holding onto it. KB going to be taken out by Mikey. 1v2 situation, just playing this perfectly. Bomb has not gone down yet, but he will be taken out there up the middle, and Saints will regain the lead yet again. Seems very back and forth here. You take one, I take one. Saints and Concord doing their best to try and get this second round, as if Saints take this, they will be on match point, and Concord gonna look to try and tie things up in this series.
Yeah, Concord are putting up a good fight, but Saints They're just fragging out. Ranger and KB both with 8 kills. Looking good. Pisces having a bit of a rough game, but getting those plants down. It's going to be an A push coming out here from the side of Concord. Siri going to play close with that SMG. And nobody's pushing B side. It's just Ego there, making sure nobody's trying to get on the flank. Well played by him there, but it's just going to be a very slow A push coming out from Concord.
Absolutely. Saints now kind of doubling towards B, thinking that this could be yet another B push. Gonna leave A open for Concord to walk through and plant here. And he's gonna try to push up now. He finds that pick through the door. Pisces also shooting back, but just not able to find the shots there. Bomb is gonna be planted now on A, and Saints are gonna scramble back, but little do they know that they've got Ego on that flank. It looks like Ranger's gonna wait. KB finding a pick on a Jandy there. And Mikey able to trade him out. Some odd plays here by the Saints, not quite able to find some of these incredible peaks. Ranger still looking for that flank. It looks like him and Ego are gonna meet up soon, and beautiful snipe onto Ego there. And now in a 2v2 situation, they need to retake the site in 20 seconds, be able to defuse. Timing has not been their friend so far, but Mikey prone waiting for Siri. It looks like they are gonna be able to defend this site and let that bomb run its course.
Yeah, I mean, Saints just, when the spike gets the bomb gets planted, Saints just seem to have no idea how to play it. They do find all the kills yet again, but bomb is gonna explode, and just like that, it's a 4-4 game. Saints need to re-talk about the retakes. If they're gonna be giving up sight, you have to know how to retake it with time. Yes, they're finding the kills, but it seems like 40 seconds is just not enough for them to find a defuse, and just like that, Concord will make it a 4-4 game. Very, very close, too close from comfort for both teams. See, you can see Series only died 1 time and they've lost 4 rounds. They're gonna be kicking themselves if they lose this game, but they're gonna go for yet another A push. All the util coming out. Para stunned maybe 5 times there, but does not go down to any nade. Pisces is gonna find a nade there. Doesn't find out to anyone, no. And Saints can't really break through as KB goes down. That's a crucial pick there, taking out 2 now. Pisces go down now, so 2v4 situation for the side of the Saints series on 1 HP. Him and Ranger are in the exact same spot. They get pushed by Para. Para finds 1, and there goes St. Clair, now down 5-4, and Concord are a map point.
Absolutely, there go the streaks too that Siri and Ranger were holding on to. Neither quite able to find that UAV yet, so unfortunately do not have those streaks to bring into this match point round, which could be very crucial. But we are going to be switching up the sides here yet again. Saints need to do a much better job here of finding that perfect defense and stopping Concord from running the clock out on these bombs. That is going to be the crucial difference that the Saints could make here. And it looks like Concord's going to play on B, but Saints are a little bit more ready for this. A little bit of a sniper battle up the middle. Para's going to be waiting there. Ranger going to find that first pick on a Mikey. Ego going to trade him right back, just back and forth all day as the util dumps come in, and it's now a full-fledged fight on B. Saints there and ready, not going to let them get onto site quite yet. Not like last time, they say. Ego going to hold this. Pisces going to be able to back off quickly before he is taken out there. Paris still holding that mid, or that back spawn, looking for flanks. Oh, he's just a pixel. There we go. KB finding the pixels onto Jandy there. A little bit of a terrible prone option there, and it looks like Ego's gonna stay alive for a little bit longer, but he is getting pushed up on.
Yeah, I think that was Siri looking to find him here, but can't find too much. The Concord need to play a bit more aggressive. They need to get the spike down, and Saints know the spike is down right there. So they're just gonna hold these corners as they should. We could see when the side of St. Clair is the one pushing into Concord, they're able to hold down these angles pretty well, as Eagle's gonna find some shots there, but won't find a kill. Parrot does go down in mid. Now it's a 3v1 situation. Know exactly where he is. They just need to not get too greedy. KB's gonna look for the shots there, and will find it. And just like that, we're going to a round 11. The game deciding map. Whoever wins this one takes it home, and it's as close as we expected. 5-5. I wonder what we're gonna see here in this final round.
Absolutely, a little bit of a sudden death here going into it, but both teams know that there is still a few more games after this to be played, but Saints want to take this one to try and increase and get onto the series point here. They are going to be defending again for this final round, so kind of their weak side, but they have made some improvements, making their way towards A. The util dump coming out yet again. Eagle going to try to cook a nade here to find one of our Saints, but nothing doing quite yet. Jandy going to be ready in this house, waiting. This series going to try to make his way up to that top floor. Not quite able to make it through the window. A little bit of a slower play here this round.
Yeah, well, a lot of pressure. Both teams know that everyone is scared to play aggressive, but Saints are on the defense. They don't need to push anything. They just need to hold these corners. You can see the side of Concord are just sitting still and hoping the Saints push them, but Saints are finally realizing they don't need to play too aggressive as Pisces does go down. However, now it's going to be a 4v3 situation for side of Concord. Will they find the plant off that pick? No, everyone is still standing still. I don't even know how that one happened. It just doesn't seem like anyone's moving, but Rangar has such a good angle here. Siri finds one, does go down, but he does get out. Now it's going to be a 3v1 situation, and Rangar, it's going to be all up to him. He does have eyes onto the site, but it's going to be so hard in this 1v3 situation. And Concord maybe stealing a game here away, which they shouldn't. When they only have one person going positive, would be very, very unfortunate for the Saints if they drop this one. Rangar going to have to find absolutely crazy, something crazy in this 1v3. And he only has 35 seconds, doesn't have too much time, does find Mikey, there's one. Will he get pushed? No, the side of Concord are playing smart. The trophy system is there to block it out, and Rangar, he needs to peek this corner right now. Does he have any idea that Eagle's around this corner? He doesn't, and Pearl's gonna take him down just like that. Concord tied up with 1-1. Saints are not gonna be happy with themselves after this one. That was a map they for sure should have won. A couple of rounds that they threw away, and just like that, we're all tied up in this series.
Absolutely. Those retakes were really unfortunate for the side of the Saints. That's where they definitely struggled the most. Even in that last round, you do see that Saints were unable to quite retake it in that last map effectively. And unfortunately, that was a close search and destroy game. And like you said, they will be tied up now in the series. Getting back to some CS here. St. Clair still in the lead, 10-7. It has closed out a little bit more in score, but I believe we've even switched sides now.
Yeah,
yep, we have switched sides now. So Saints are going to be defending the site here, and it looks like George Mason has dropped the bomb, I believe, on site, or it's planted. Oh, it's planted. Yes, it is planted. So Saints going to have to look for this retake, but hopefully they do a better job, which they are, of retaking the site now in a 3v1. And Price gonna find one on JBH there. He's gonna have to stop this defuse, but Saints are able to do it before he is taken out. And a great win. And it is first to 13 or 13?
Wait, yeah, 13. And then if it goes overtime, I think it's 16. If I'm not wrong.
Absolutely. I believe it is first to 13, so they are now 2 rounds away from closing out this match. And as we can see, now we're going to have some full buys on both sides here.
Yeah, this is going to be a crucial round here. Whoever takes this one, like if Saints take this one, that's probably the game, as we're going to see a timeout coming out yet again, probably from the side of George Mason. Going to want to talk things over just a little bit. Not too sure what to do. Last time we saw them take a timeout, they went on a couple of rounds of hot streaks and were able to take some rounds from the Saints. Still a very close game, being 11-7. But now Saints are on this defense. Let's see where the side of George Mason decides to go. They're going to choose to do a bit of a default, but the spike is going to be moving over to A. It's going to be a challenge in mid, and JBH instantly finding one. That's going to slow things down so fast for the side of George Mason. We could see Rix just sitting here with the AUG, kind of a bugged out POV there, but he is aiming down scope with that gun. It's so strong if he's able to find anyone. George Mason need to push through, but they're playing very, very slow. They do have some time to work with, but Saints are just holding on so well.
Absolutely. Like you said, a little bit of a default play here, and it seems that both teams are doing just that, taking it slow. Saints know that they have to push absolutely nothing here, and they can hold out. We are going to see Giedra with this scar in the middle here. Hunter Scoper trying to push up here. He's going to be taken out by Price, though. On the side of George Mason, evening this round out here with less than a minute. They got to make a push on the site. Keeger going to find Shipsy there. Incredible kill for the Saints as they are now able to go up 4-3. Bomb is going to be down on the side of A, and it looks like it is going to get picked up, but Rycius able to find Hilton there. Now making it a 4v2. George Mason needs to do something. Finds the double onto Price as well. Now a 4v1. As Keidra and Petro are going to post up on this site here. and get ready because they can see, or they must sense that Kyler is coming that way.
Yeah, and that should be it for this round, unless we could see some insane play from Kyler here. Gonna look for a shot there with the AK. Doesn't find too much. Now all the Saints know exactly where he is. He's gonna get peeked from two sides, and Rex is gonna take him down. And just like that, Saints are on map point. George Mason are gonna be fully broke, and probably gonna have to lose this one out, as our Saints are looking very, very strong in this map one.
Absolutely. And if by some miracle they do find a way to win here, if the Saints can just look to
Pedro
dent them
DC'd.
a little bit more here. Great play by from the Saints, though. And I just want to go back and talk about the COD a little bit more while we do have a break here. What an incredible game that is. And it seems like both teams are kind of almost emanating each other in the sides of CS and Saints here. Kind of those aggressive plays, but CS obviously they are able to kind of close out that defense a little bit stronger here, and they are doing a great job. But as for COD, very close rounds, but Para on the side of Concord, sorry, doing a great job there.
Yeah, I mean, the Saints kind of threw that S&D match. They should have won it. They lost it. It is what it is. They're going to be on map 3 now. And they're going to have to reset fully mentally, because when the enemy team has one person going positive, like +1, and you lose a whole map to a team like that, like you look at the score lines and you just want to rip your hair out. So our Saints are not going to be happy with that performance at all. Hopefully they can talk things over and get back into shape how they were in game 1 and take the third map.
Absolutely. And on the side of CS here, it looks like we are going to see hopefully a win from the Saints here on this first map, being a best of 3. That is quite huge, taking that instant match point after the first game. And here we go now, map point. As we get into it, George Mason's going to have to use every dollar that they have, sparing absolutely nothing here, buying what they can, but Saints are going to be a little bit more equipped here. It looks like a strong B push from George Mason. All 5 stacked together. Going to most likely, here comes the util dump. Very common smokes going out, but Shipsy able to make it on his site, finding that first pick, but RICS going to find a pick of Hilton, and they are also going to be able to take down Kyler. Holy smokes, all the kills are coming out here. Petro and Shipsy each finding a pick of their own. 3-2 for the side of Saints right now. They're doing a great job of stopping the plant so far, but Envy going to find that pick on a Petro. Shipsy going to find Kidru, and JB going to trade there. 1v1 situation. Here we go with Shipsy. He's going to now have to find the bomb and plant it before JBH can find him. He's going to find that pick, and George Mason University is going to pick up another round, but they may still have a serious dent in their eco, as they did lose a lot of their players.
Yeah, they lost 4 members, able to take that round and stay in the game, but Saints so rich, able to fall by yet again. George Mason are just buying the Galeals. It looks like 4 Galeals on their side. Still a very, very strong weapon, but Saints now on the defense gonna look to find something. It's gonna be an A push coming out from the side of George Mason. Do the Saints have any idea? Doesn't seem like so. It's a bit of a mid push actually. It's gonna be a lot up to JBH here. He does spot them out and just leaves. Says, all right, team, I need some help in mid here. It's going to be a mid to A push. JBH falling back, but Underscope is just not looking mid, and Shipsy finding 2. Envy for Evil finding 1 on Petro as well, and that's just so weird. They know they're coming from mid. Everyone kind of looked away from there. Felt like George Mason could have just got sprayed down, but the Saints in a 2v4 situation will be a round that's almost impossible to win, as George Mason is fully set up on the site. Plant is down, and after these timeouts, this is when George Mason, it feels like, are able to find these opportunities. We're going to see a save coming out from the side of the Saints. And now, just like that, it's a 12-9 game.
Absolutely. Hopefully, we don't see a little bit of a throw here from our CS team. Kind of a caster's curse as we're talking about it. But as George Mason is starting to get back into this game, it looks like they know that these 5-man pushes are working well against the Saints, and they will look to continue to do that. Saints now going to have to buy a little bit light in this next round, kind of being on the opposite ends of eco here. It looks like we are going to see a couple more pistol options from the side of Saints. They know that they have a little bit of time to work with. Still only 12-9, a couple more rounds before it could possibly go into overtime. So they know that they can play around for another round or two before they have to really lock it in here. But George Mason going to go for a straight B push, now flip-flopping these sides. And Saints kind of all up mid, waiting. And we are going to see a little bit of engagement here. Bryceus not quite able to find somebody. He's going to be able to take out Shipsy, but quickly traded out by Kyler. And now it is a 4v4 for the Saints.
And the Saints have a couple pistols and a dream, but JBH is going to go down to the nade there. 3 HP on Hilton there will go down. Now it's a 3v3, actually very winnable for the side of the Saints as they pick up a couple of weapons. It's a great Molotov there to make some space. There's going to be one player hiding in the corner there, but Pedro has literally no idea. He's going to get shot in the back here, surely, right? 1 second left. Is he going to get the Ninja Defuse? Yes, he will!
Oh my gosh!
Right in front of the face of George Mason, and Saints able to take game 1. Very, very weird ending there, but able to find the Ninja Defuse in the middle of the whole team, it felt like, and the Saints are going to be very, very happy with that finish. It was looking a bit rough towards the end. But with all that being said, we're back into Call of Duty. Let's see what's going on. Saints are on the attack. Concord on the defense, I believe. 14 to 17 lives remaining, and absolutely no progress towards B has been made by the Saints. They have 23 seconds. It's going to be down to one last push from them. Can they find anything here? KB looking for something mid. Siri not able to find that pick. KB does find one, and Saints are on this B side, slowly getting the time pick, but Jandy finds a huge pick onto Pisces, and there's going to be another one going down, but Saints finding two of their own. KB making all the plays right there, and Saints are going to get a first tick in a few seconds here. Yes, there it is, but they need to get the full cap, as if they die, don't have much time. Siri goes down, Pisces goes down, KB goes down, and just like that, Concord will take the first round and take the lead in this game 3.
Doing a great job here. Concord able to defend so well. When it comes to control, it can be just so hard for either side. Some teams are better on the attacking side for control. Some teams are better on the defense. Especially on a map like this, it is very hard to be that attacking side, as the spawns are much more in the defender's favor here.
It's 1-1, I apologize. I didn't realize. We missed a round, so...
oh, yes.
Oh, wait, no, it's not. That's the map.
1-0, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it is 1-0 for the side of Concord here. And now the sides are going to be flipped here, so hopefully Saints can get a better defensive side here. Siri's going to be able to take out that trophy system early, but he's going to be taken out by Jandy there. KB finding a pick onto Mikey. Ranger and Jandy also doing the same back and forth here from both sides. KB finds a pick on Jandy, and now Mikey looking to make a start onto this B site, or sorry, A site. Very common to pick up the A site first. They are going to be able to almost find that quarter, but Ego going to find a double himself to finish this off. Finds that first third onto that A site with just over a minute left of the time holding, as long as they stay on these sites. Ego finding yet another pick on a 3 streak here. Para going to find one onto Siri as well. Concord's doing a great job of holding the Saints off and not letting them contest this point. 2 minutes now as they take A site. They now have to make their way to B.
Oh, they're finding everybody, and the Saints struggling to get a kill. Ranger finds one, but KB does go down. Pisces getting a huge pick there onto Jandy, though, and that should slow down the push of Concord just a little bit. As you mentioned earlier, Saints will have the close spawns as they are defending, but there is a huge flank coming out from Mikey. He is not going to find anyone, as there's a trade coming out onto Siri there. Rengar gonna look for the shots in mid here, finds one, Pisces finds one, Rengar does go down, but the side of Concord can't seem to push through. Mikey takes one down as well there. And the Saints are holding on just fine here. Concord are gonna find a pick onto Siri though, and could that be what they need to go in? Jandy is dead though, so they do not have all their members there. Let's see if Mikey can find KB here. He does, but KB takes down Eagle right there. Is there going to be anyone getting onto the site? 1 minute left. Concord need to start pushing. They're finding some kills, but they're not able to do anything, as Saints are just finding out the perfect trades.
Absolutely. It seems like this is very defender-sided for both teams. Jandy's going to be able to get on the site a little bit here, and now they start to make that progress. Ego and KB going to find some picks here, but Ranger going to be able to get Jandy off that site and stop that progress altogether. before it finds that first third. KB and Siri gonna find picks here, but Ego ready to get a pick onto Pisces and try to get back on this B site. Jandy's gonna move up. He's gonna look for Siri here. Siri with the Ego peek. He's gonna be able to take him out. Para finding Ranger, and now Saints are perfectly defending this B site. Got all that progress made off, and now with just over 30 seconds left, it looks like Saints are going to close out this side.
Yeah, they should be able to get it on the defense here. They do only have 9 lives remaining, however. Yes, there is only 24 seconds left as both teams have 9 lives remaining. Ranger finding that kill there. Siri finding on his own. Concord just can't seem to find anything going, but KB and Siri gonna go down to Ego here. Mikey's gonna go down as well, and if Pisces goes down here, the side of the Saints are gonna be looking in very, very rough shape in this game. Mikey's on 1 HP, able to find Pisces, and that's gonna be a lot of progress for the side of the Saints. They're gonna have one more defense at right here. It's gonna be a 1-for-1 trade, but that's good for the Saints. Mikey finding KB though, and Ranger going down. Pisces gonna have to do a lot here on his own. Finds one, is gonna be able to find two, no, and that could be the cap coming through for Concord. Siri tries to touch, but does go down, and just like that, Concord take a 2-0 lead on map point now, and trying to take Saints and put them in a 2-1 deficit.
Absolutely crazy here. They were able to, in those last dying seconds of this match, able to get the 4-man onto the B site and able to capture it much quicker than Saints anticipated, and they weren't quite able to retake. Pisces doing a great job there at the end, finding a pick, and Siri with that last angle, but not quite able to close it out. And like you said, we are on map point here. 2-0 for the side of Concord University. Saints are gonna have to look for 3 rounds in a row to get this reverse sweep, and they will do so here on the attack now, looking to take A first. As per usual, they are gonna be able to get on it and start that control right away. Mikey gonna throw some util around. He's not gonna quite find Siri there, as he is able to evade him, and Saints will find that first third. Not many picks yet, as I say that Ego's gonna find one, but Pisces finding one of his own onto Jandy. Siri, Para, and Ego all getting in on the action here. Ego on a 6 streak, gonna be looking for that UAV soon to get them a nice little bit of help. Jandy finding a pick on a KB, but KB has a after death nade that finds Mikey. Ego now on a 7 streak as he finds Siri. He is just going off this round, doing great. KB finding Para, but Ego with yet another kill, doing all he can right now to keep Saints off this A site. They are going to find those 2/3, and it looks like Saints are also going to try to make a little bit of progress on the B now, trying to flip them a little bit. 50 seconds left on the clock. Saints need to find one of these sites to get a little bit more time on there. They are now making full. They've got both sites at 2/3 at least, and they are going to look to finish this B site and get that extra minute of time. And now they only need to capture half of a third left on the A site to close out this round.
Yeah, very interesting round, and this should be the end of it. Nobody from side of Concord is even close to this A site, and Saints are going to be able to pick it up, and they're going to bring themselves back into this game on attack. It's harder to attack, and they're able to get the round, so now looking for the reverse sweep. Gonna get around on the board. They saw that Ego was just killing their whole team on A side. They said, guys, let's just ignore him and all push B side. They were able to find the picks and take the round. Very well played by them there. It's still match point, however, for the side of Concord, as they're gonna look to play good on this attack now. Maybe they'll do something similar. Maybe they'll go B first as well. Let's see what they choose to do. Gonna go up mid, and probably gonna go over to that A side, as it's gonna be just Siri on his lonesome trying to defend it here. If he can find a pick or two on the entry, though, would make it really hard for a side of Concord. Does get spotted out, but does take down Mikey, and that's the first pick you needed there. Concord are on A, however, and Siri does go down. KB goes down, and nobody from the side of the Saints will be able to defend the A side here. Concord will have a lot of time to secure this B site.
Absolutely, they are absolutely dominating in this first opening here, and gonna get so much extra time here as they quickly sweep up this A site. And now Saints gonna try to make one final push, and there Pice is able to find a pick, but he's quickly traded out, and Siri's gonna find Mikey there as well for a couple quick trades. A site not quite finished yet though. Saints were able to get back on it and stop it before Concord took it, so they haven't quite gotten that first site yet, and with less than a minute, they're gonna try to look for it. Pisces now wrapping around Concord. Gonna finish up this A site now and get that extra minute of time as Para finds that pick on a Pisces. And Ranger gonna get the trade, but Ego gonna try to restart his great streak with a pick on a Siri. Pisces in the spawn looking for a kill there, and he gets a great nade kill. And KB also gonna find a pick, but Pisces taken out by Jandy. And now Concord kind of struggling to get onto this B site. Saints doing a good job of shutting them down.
Yeah, Saints are doing a great job, and attacking this B site is so difficult. That's why it was kind of crazy to see the Saints took it so easily last round, but there's going to be one pick coming out. Siri does take down Mikey, however. Pisces goes down, but Jandy is stunned up on 1 HP, will get taken down. And the thing is, Siri's just frying as I'm speaking. On the defensive end, if you find 1 or 2 picks, that just instantly stops the whole push of Concord, as every single kill matters so much. With a minute left, Concord haven't been able to find anything onto this B site so far. But maybe they're gonna find something here. No, Pisces goes down, takes down Eagle, but there's gonna be 2 picks coming out for the side of Concord. And Rengar on the flank here, gonna maybe find some huge picks. There's going to be shots coming out there. Mikey takes down Siri, but Rengar on the flank does find 2. As I said a bit earlier, able to cause absolute havoc up here in the top. But Mikey is going to take him down. And maybe now that will be the pick that the Saints need. We could see Para just sitting mid, finding a pick onto Siri there as KB takes down, goes down to Mikey, and that is going to be all up to Paisa here. Can he find Mikey? No, he does, but Rangar finds one as well. KB finds one as well, and there's going to be a tick capped for the side of Concord, but with 30 seconds left, the side of the Saints should be able to get back here, and they will take down Ego on the point. However, one does drop. Siri with great shots onto Mikey there, and Saints with 9 lives remaining, looking very good in this round.
Absolutely, 20 seconds left. They just need to hold off Concord for a little bit longer. Ranger getting a little aggressive with that dead silence, but he's going to be taken out by Ego. Concord needs to get on the site and stop this timer from running out. Siri running on the top B site here. He is going to be able to take out Mikey and shut this down. 3, 2, 1, and Saints will take this defense, tying this up, hoping to look for this reverse sweep here. We are now in a sudden death yet again. Saints looking to, again, with that reverse sweep, doing a great job now, this time on defense, and hopefully they can recreate that amazing attack that they just had around earlier to take this map and put them on series point here as we get into the final round. I believe the sides are gonna, sides are gonna switch one more time. So Saints gonna be on that attacking side, Concord on the defense here. We are gonna, no, I believe that Concord is going to have the attack here, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, yeah. Concord is going to be on this attack for this last round. It looks like just like that SMD, they did not switch for this. So this could be an advantage or disadvantage for both teams as they both perform so well on both sides. They're going to open up and pick on a Ranger.
For a B push.
And Ego on a Pisces, exactly. They are switching it up here, but will it work in their favor as KB finds a double, but he's going to be taken out by Ego there. They are going to make some good progress on B, finding that first third.
And do they know the Siri's behind them? No, they don't. Siri finds 1, finds 2. Can he find the third? Ooh. Yes, he will. Nice shots coming out from Siri as Pisces picks up Jandy. And just like that, all the momentum of Concord is instantly stopped. KB found 2 huge picks on the entry, which allowed Siri to get that flank in, but Siri will go down there after that nice killing spree from him. Rangar is going to look to slow down Concord here, and KB finds a pick onto one, does get taken down, but Siri gets a trade as well. And Concord just can't seem to find anything going in this round. Only 45 seconds left, and they need to cap a site.
Absolutely, they have to get a site here to try to get some more time on the clock. They do have that 1/3, but Pisces with an incredible double. Looking to push the spawn and find more at Concord. He's gonna find 3. Siri's gonna find one of his own. Pisces and Siri going off right now, trying to get those streaks in to help them out here. Dead Silence is going to be popped by Jandy as he's going to try to find site. Pisces is going to be taken out by Mikey there, top of B site. Saints are a little bit spread out, but it looks like we do have Paris sneaking onto that A site. Going to try to look for some time onto there. 18 seconds left. They are on this B site, and they are going to find the second third. Very close to finishing off this zone. Saints will take him out, though, and get him off that site, but looks like A is now being taken, stopping the clock, and they are all on it, finding this first third. Ranger's going to have to push in here to try and stop them. Pisces now piling up. It looks like all of Concord is on this site waiting. Mikey finding a pick on the Pisces there. And it looks like they are going to quickly take this A site and grab that extra time that they so desperately need. And once again, they are only in need of 1 quarter left on that B site.
Yeah, just 1 tick left needed for them. And it's going to be pretty hard. They haven't seemed to get too much going last round on the B side, but if they can get just 1 tick, they will be able to take this series to a 2-1 lead for them. As Para finds Rangar there. Saints playing slow, playing defensively. Para goes down to KB, that's a huge pick. But Mikey on the flank here, will he able to find him? No, KB, that's a huge kill right there. And now the side of Concord are all reset as Pisces takes down 1 as well. Jandy won't find much. Siri takes down Ego. And this is great defense from the side of the Saints. Only 7 lives left for Concord. That's about 2 full pushes left if you guys all die. Let's see if the Saints can close this one out on lives. Absolutely dominating kills-wise in this round, but only 1 tick away from losing. Pisces finding 1, finding 2. Huge picks there. Only 5 lives left for the side of Concord, and they have to get onto the side. We see the kill streaks coming out from the side of KB. Can he find anything with that one? No, he won't. Rangar takes down 1, and Siri takes him now. Only 4 lives left for the side of Concord. 3 lives left. Nobody's responding as of right now. 9 seconds left. They have to get on the side, but it's looking very, very dire for them, and I think Saints are going to be able to close this one out. It's going to be a pick coming down to Rangar. KB finds 1. It's going to be just Jandy left for the side of Concord. Can the Saints find him? Yes, they do, and just like that, they will pull off the reverse sweep in this map 3 and take a 2-1 advantage in this series.
What an incredible match by Saints. Reverse sweep, no, you don't get to see those too often. And we see an incredible kill. Pisces, Siri, and KB being very standout players, opening up crazily in these final rounds of this game here. And as they will now be on series point, leading 2-1, looking to take it in that 4th game. And as we get into CS, we are going to see the start of the 2nd map here, and Saints once again on this lead. I believe they are defending to start this round, if I'm not mistaken. And yes, it looks like so, as George Mason does take this round, tying it up 3-3 now. Doing a great job here.
Yeah, looking like another very, very close map. I'm not sure if this map is attacking or defense-sided, but Saints able to find 3 rounds to start off. Petro top fragging as usual, and it's going to be a push coming out here from the side of George Mason. Let's see if they can get anything done. There's going to be some big challenges here. Can Petro find 1? Yes, he does. Finds 1, finds a 2nd. Ooh. Can he find a 3rd? Yes, he does. Petro finding some huge kills there as GBH does go down. As there's going to be 2 picks coming back for George Mason. This round's not won yet for the side of the Saints, but the spike is down. The bomb is right there in the middle of the map, and it's going to be so hard for the side of George Mason to finally push this one. If Saints can just play a bit passive, they should be able to take this one down.
Absolutely. George Mason's got some eco to spare, whereas the Saints don't quite have that, so they are going to want to try and save here, but they are in a great position. But they do have that bomb down and are holding it so perfectly. Looks like George Mason doesn't quite know what to do yet. With a minute left, they are just going to hold some angles, try to find a pick here. Some shots being fired out. Hilton's going to get that pick there. Being left on only 13 HP though in a 2v2 situation now. Saints still going to hold this bomb pretty well as George Mason's going to get back together. Hilton and Price here wanting to stick close together, hopefully getting a trade here. They are going to run into Kedru, who's going to find 1, but then traded out quickly by Price. Now in a 1v1 situation, he has to get the bomb and plant it. Molly's going down from Petro. He's going to look away though. He didn't quite fully clear this yet. Looks like Price is going to be able to grab this bomb and be able to walk away damage-free. Ooh, he is going to grab it, and he's going to make his way towards B. 10 seconds. He's got to plan quickly, and Petro knows this as he's able to get a couple shots off. He knows exactly where he is. Don't put the gun away quite yet. Great pick by Petro there, and he will be able to defuse and give the lead back to St. Clair.
Nice little 4K there by Petro, able to outsmart his opponent. Lets him pick up the bomb, but does get a lot of damage on him as he has to hide behind the cover. All he needs is 1 shot to finish it off and finds it there. Saints able to take that one, but as you said, economy isn't looking too great. George Mason gonna be able to buy up fully, I believe. Saints gonna have to buy a MP7 in there with a couple M4s, so Still very winnable for the side of the Saints. As we see Petro and Price top fragging for each team respectively. Petro's just holding this one down. It's going to be a bit of a B push, it looks like, from the side of George Mason University. But the Saints are holding on pretty well so far.
We we are going to see a little bit of a default here. Bomb is not quite making its way toward, or sorry, it's making its way towards A through the bottom here. It's hard to tell on the map here, but we can see that there are a couple layers to this map, a very vertical playing map here, and some crazy angles that the Saints have to keep in mind. They are going to be sneaking up here. Ooh. Hilton gonna find a double there and trade out by Keydrew. Shipsy finding Keydrew though at the end there. Now giving George Mason a 4v2 advantage here, but Shipsy now making it a 4v1. Will he find the second one? No, he's gonna opt to walk away and try to help out his team get this bomb as it is planted down on to A site. Who we got left here? Rai CS now making a 1v3 with 45 HP. He's going to find the double there, making a 1v2. He's going to also be able to upgrade his gun. Will he opt to save it or try to get this incredible defuse here in a tough situation as Kyler is holding a very nasty head angle here. He's going to shoot through the smoke. Rai's going to try to stick it, but he will be taken out by Envy there. And George Mason's going to tie it up, keeping this match super close, just like the first one.
Good try there in a 1v4. Tries to just go for the fuse, doesn't even fake it out, but the side of George Mason just spray through it and are able to find him there. Now the Saints are fully broke, so they have to save for a round, and George Mason should be able to take a 5-4 lead here. They're going to leave this bomb in spawn, but looking like they're just going very, very quickly. I think they know they have the weapon advantage. Gonna look for these gunfights. If Saints can pull off the round win here, would be an absolute miracle. But Price going full speed ahead with this AK. The Saints are ready for it though. They know that he's here, and Hunterscope outgunning him with the pistol. That's not what you want to see if you're on the side of George Mason, but there's gonna be 2 picks by Cypher coming out. He does get taken down there, but Envy does find one himself and finds another one. Hunterscope is not able to kill him, and just like that, it's gonna be a 5-4 lead for the side of George Mason.
Taking a lead here now. I don't believe they had any of a lead in that first map, so now they do have the momentum in their favor on this side. And they've got Eco for days. They are able to buy up comfortably here, whereas the Saints are going to have to save, opting for a couple Galils and Famosas there on their side. It's not a bad weapon if it's in the right hands, but not the AK-47s you want. So George Mason's going to have a little bit of an advantage here going into this round. A lot of util coming out towards that A side. We are going to see a little bit of a trade here, or some picks going out here.
Oh my.
Chipsy finding a double onto Petro there. Incredible headshots going out. They are going to make it a 4v3 situation. And they are going to be able to get this bomb down onto B side, it looks like.
And he can't peek that into the Molotov. Great util there from George Mason. A huge 1v1 by JBH. Able to find a kill, but he is on 20 HP. And it's going to be all up to... Oh, Hunterscope there doesn't find too much. Does find one, however. But Price will find his one. And Clair takes down JBH. And the Saints are looking very, very rough in this half now. Now they will not have any money yet again for any weapons. So they'll have to do a bit of a save round. And it's going to be all up to that last round to maybe bring it back just a little bit. But they don't want to be down 8-4 after this first half.
Absolutely. Definitely don't want to try and let this side go without a couple more rounds for them to take. They want to make sure that they solidify themselves well enough for the second half. Try to bring it to a 6-6 if they are lucky. As we do see, he's going to peek with the Deagle, but not quite find anything. Envy's going to be able to take out JBH there. We're going to see Shipsy find a pick on a Hunterscoper as well. Saints really need to slow down here and let them come to them instead of trying to force anything crazy here. We're going to see Hilton just peeking down low through middle, making sure that nobody's hiding around anywhere. Saints not going to be quite able to find anything. Shipsy's going to take out Petro and Keydrew. Incredible plays by Shipsy so far. Rai CS not quite able to finish the job there on Kyler, and they're going to get a flawless round for the side of George Mason there. And figures, considering that it was AKs versus a bunch of Deagles.
As expected, the pistols can't put up the greatest fight against the rifles, and George Mason now going to look to take a very, very strong 8-4 lead into half. Saints are going to look to make it a 7-5 game and try and get this on attack. It's going to be a full A side defense from the side of the Saints. And the side of George Mason are going to be pushing up this ramp. It's going to be fireworks coming out here. Let's see who can find who. They know there's 2 players here, but JBH just solo peeks 2 players. Doesn't find too much, but there's going to be 1 coming out. 1 HP there. Finds 2. And that's nice picks from the Saints there, making it a 4v3 now. Using maybe JBH as a little bit of bait to find those kills there. But the bomb is still in the hands of Hilton here. He could go absolutely anywhere with this. It's going to be a big kill there by Hunterscope. And now he locks down that site. Petro finding Cycler, and just like that, Saints have a 4v1 situation. Should be able to close this one out and take it to a 7-5 half, which isn't bad considering how bad it could have really been.
Absolutely great job by the Saints here. Maximizing all their efforts, M4s in all their hands, so you know they feel comfortable.
Oh, nice shot.
Hunterscope with an incredible kill there, and Saints will take this half 5-7 on the low, but keeping it close as per usual. Now being on the attacking side, they're going to want to try to look to tie things up and start to take the lead. And as we look now, we are on our map point for COD here, Concord University, and Saints pretty well very close in this hard point right now. 76-70 for the side of Concord, but St. Clair looking to start to pick up some points here as they will now tie it up. And some great picks going out all around. Pisces able to find Jandy there. Ranger looking up the middle, just gonna look away just in time to miss. But KB finding a double there on a Maiko and Ego. Ranger finally finding that pick. Or KB gonna be able to find that triple on Para. Ranger gonna find that pick on a Jandy. Mikey gonna trade him out there.
KB's on an 8 streak, now on the 9 streak, pushing into the spawn of Concord. Absolutely on fire right now, single-handedly putting the team on his back and finding so many kills. Concord just can't slow KB down. There goes down KB. As I say that, a bit of a caster curse. Nice shots there coming out from Jandy, finding 2 picks, but Syrian Pisces able to find the trade. Ego's gonna find one. All gonna find 2 beautiful shots there onto Rangar, and just like that, he's gonna get some time back for the side of Concord. He's gonna get pushed out, doesn't get spotted out by KB, and just like that, single-handedly, Ego now gonna get some points for the side of Concord. Siri's gonna be able to take him out, but now we're gonna see both teams probably rotate over. Para finding 2 insane picks there, and Jandy finding Siri. The Saints are gonna move over to the next hard point, trying to get those good spawns, but absolute chaos in this game 4.
Absolutely, as the hard point moves now, both teams going to be making their way towards this house. Siri's going to find.
Oh my! Triple kill for Para.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful, and Ego's going to find that 4th to wipe the Saints for a little bit and keep them away from this point. They are now they have now taken the lead on the hard point and almost halfway to their destination of 250 points. Jandy going to find Pisces there. KB going to be able to trade him out real quickly. They really need to take this hard point. Siri finding an incredible nade kill onto Para. Saints really need to push up to this top floor. They are going to contest it and start to take it now. Saints now looking to get some points back. The trophy's going to go down. Oh, but unfortunate timing is Jandy's going to find KB on the way out. Ranger going to try to find a kill.
Yeah, and it's a good retake from the Saints. They will take the lead off this hard point. I believe Concord shouldn't contest this one and just play for next, as we could see Mikey on that hard point, ready for it to flip. Saints are even going to give up the last few seconds. As Siri finds one, doesn't know the second one is there. No, he does not, as Saints have a 1-point lead, as close as it could get. Now they're going to be all out on the push, but Ego and Para are going to slow that down real quick. KB going to find a pick of his own, as it's going to be Saints trying to retake here. They have the good spawns here. Can they find the one player on the side? Mikey is just holding it down for the side of Concord. It's Pisces does go down, but Siri does take one out himself. And the Saints need to get onto this objective. Yes, they're finding the picks, but they're not finding the right ones. Para takes out Wrangler, but Siri and KB find 2. The Saints now get their way onto this hard point. KB finding yet another one, and Saints will get the time ticking in their favor.
Absolutely, both teams now inching to 100 points left. Pisces gonna find that pick on Jandy there. Ego looking to try and push in and stop the Saints from taking any more, but he is going to be taken out by Siri. Siri with a double onto Mikey. Incredible way for Saints to just shut down as they retake this lead now. Ranger going to be able to pick up Para without him knowing, and they will be able to get ready to dominate this next hard point. That's kind of smack in the middle, a little bit of a tough spot. KB going to find a pick, and Pisces taken down by Mikey himself. But now onto this next hard point. Looks like Saints with a 10-point lead here. Nobody gonna quite find pushes yet, but Concord's gonna step onto it, start taking points. Ranger gonna peek him very closely here. He's gonna take him out and start to get this back, but KB team killing with the nade, unfortunately, and giving Concord a little bit of a chance to team wipe and get ready, but both teams now about to run head to head here. Oh, Para with a nice angle there, able to take out Siri as they run across. Saints looking a little bit lost as they try to find this hard point. They are going to grab a couple points here, hiding in some corners. Para sitting, waiting.
I'm pretty confused on what Concord is really doing. They got so many kills there, but didn't even step onto the hard point. Yes, it's a bit of a dangerous one in the middle of the map, but Saints will just die. They'll come back. They'll sit on that hard point. Now they'll continue their lead. Now both teams are going to rotate over 4 next as Eagle finds 2 big picks. Mikey's going to be challenging KB here. Goes down to 6 HP, but is able to stay alive crucially, and he's going to be able to stay up here in this building. Para finds one of his own. Is Mikey going to look down there? Para does go down to KB, and the side of Concord is holding it so well, but KB finding 2 crucial picks. Eagle's going to take out Rangar, and Siri's going to take out one. Now it's going to be all up to Jandy on a low, some finding one in the point. Just 1v3, head and weave, gets taken down, but Para finds 2. Para not able to find 3 as KB finding 2 of his own. Gonna find a third. KB just putting the team on his back yet again on the 5 streak on this point. Getting the triple kill there. Finding one more on the 6 streak now. Trying to get that kill streak going. Such a big start for them there. KB does go down, however, Siri gets his trade. And there's just absolute chaos going on at this point. Rangar takes one out himself. And the Saints are getting the better of this. They're up 20 points. And the side of Concord won't be able to contest it. They'll be 50 points away from taking this map.
As they're doing a great job here locking down these sites now. Para or Concord going to be able to get onto this next site and get ready to hold it. As it will switch now, they are going to start taking some points for themselves and try to catch back up. Saints going to be pushing from all directions here, trying to retake this, but these trophies, which have been crucial this whole series so far, are going to help yet even more. Mikey able to grab one there, and Pisces finding Ego there. Siri now being able to push onto the site and try to contest it to stop them from gaining any points. Mikey with a beautiful double there on Siri and Pisces, able to hold it down just a little bit more, and Concord's going to keep racking up them points. Para and Mikey finding more for themselves. Mikey on a great streak there, but he's going to be taken out by Sirius, and Pisces finding Para, but Ego is right back to it, and Jandy is as well, and Concord's going to be able to tie up this match here with on just this 1 point alone.
Now they're taking the lead now, and Siri's gonna go solo contest, maybe get some time away here. Jandy gonna get taken down, and Siri will just run away from the point. He doesn't need those extra time. He knows that this last hard point is going to be so crucial, and he's able to find the pick there. But Pisces does go down. Rangar finds one, and Saints have control of this hard point. Finds 2 Rangar. Can he find the third? KB takes him down yet again with the nade. Not what you want to see if you're a Saints fan, but does take down Mikey himself. Saints are now back onto the hard point and going to try and finish out the game here. They do have the time left for it. I believe now they don't. They still do. If they can maintain it for the rest of the game, they will be able to. But I don't think Concord's going to allow that to happen. Siri now on a 5-kill streak of his own, playing so well. Eagle going to take him down on literally 1 HP. So unlucky there. Rangar's going to find him though, and now that's going to be a huge pick onto Mikey coming through the side of Concord. They need to get onto the side, otherwise the game will be over. Saints do have enough time left in this game. It's going to be one final push coming out from Concord, as they cannot allow this time to go up. Saints 10 points away from winning this. Siri does go down, however. It's going to be a bit of a rough start there for the Saints, but the side of Concord still need to get onto the side. Saints are 3 points away. They're able to find 3. It's just going to be one more person, and they're going to get to 250 and take the series 3-1. Very well played there by the Saints, and in the clutch of these hardpoint matches, able to find the win and just brute force their way to a 3-1 victory of Concord here. Very tough matchup for them, and it was very fun to watch. Congratulations to both teams that they played so well, but Saints able to take the win there and proving why they're one of the best teams in this league.
Absolutely, that hard point, super close there towards the end, but that final hard point in that room, Saints were able to just hold it so well, cut off those cut off those flanks and do a great job of defending the site. And as we get into CS here, another close game. Georgia Mason still leading in this one, but 10-8, 3 rounds away from victory, as they are on the side of defense now.
Yeah.
We are going to see that Saints are going to make a little bit of a default push here, but it looks like they're ever so inching their way to A side with a 3v2 advantage on that site. Some util going to come out. GBH with a great pick on the Shipsy there to start things off, giving them the advantage.
Oh, to your left, GBH.
Oh,
Nice.
beautiful double,
And
double
one more.
there. And Price going to fall. Oh, my gosh,
goodness.
a quad for JBH. 4v1 for the side of Saints. It looks like they are going to take this round. Bomb is down. And now it is up to Hilton to try and defuse.
And that's crucial for the side of the Saints. George Mason having no money, but Hilton finding 2. As I say that, it's still not a round 1 for the Saints. They do have the 2v1, and they need to be playing together. It's going to be a peek here coming out from Kidru. They're playing one-on-ones for some reason in the 4v1. The smoke's going to go down. He's going to see him before he does take the defuse out. So great play by Hilton there to find 3, but Saints able to pick it up. Not going to be too happy with themselves dropping 3 in that scenario, but now the side of George Mason are fully broke. Saints still have a couple of weapons for themselves, and they're looking to make this a 10-10 game.
Absolutely. Super, super close game. Great playing by Hilton there. Almost able to clutch up the 1v4, finding 3 and finding 2 of those kills in quick succession too. Some great shots going out, but the Saints were able to lock down that site and get some good angles to hold the bomb as we get underway here.
Timeout.
I believe we are in a timeout. Yep, we are in a timeout right now.
George Mason took it.
George Mason has taken a timeout here, realizing they are starting to slip in momentum, and they do not want to lose this map as Saints are already up 1. As we get underway here, Saints are going to be able to full buy here. They are a little bit low on the eco, so they are going to want to try to save here if possible, or at least put a huge dent. It looks like George Mason is going to opt to full save here for this round, only buying a little bit of or not even any util.
Just some pistols.
Just some pistols. Pistols and a dream is what they're looking for, but it looks like this may be a quick side as they are all going to take some corners and wait for Saints to push into them.
Not much to do with the pistols. If you take the challenges against the AKs, I can promise you it won't end well for you. Everyone knows that, especially the players at the highest level. It's just what we're seeing. As we're going to see a push coming out there. Almost takes down Kidru, but he does find his one with the AK, and that's the weapon advantage we were talking about. There's the pistol headshot coming out there. Saints taking low HP from a couple of these pistols, but able to stay alive crucially, is all they need is 1 HP to put a bullet into their head. There's going to be the peek coming out from enemy, though. Does find 1 with that pistol, and just like that, this round isn't looking so good for the Saints. Oh my goodness, Hunter Scope able to find 1 there onto Hilton. Kidru does go down, and that's going to be a weapon for the side of George Mason. The Saints are playing this a bit too slow, I feel like. With their weapon advantages, they're able to spot out a couple enemies there. There's going to be the shots coming out. Finds 1, but does get taken out by the pistol, and just like that, it's a 2v2 situation. Petro, can he find the plant here? Yes, he will. But George Mason, 1 member, does have the AK. Petro able to live on 1 HP. Both of the Saints low on those hit points. George Mason, it's going to be low HP for their member as well. Petro in this corner is going to find the headshot, and a bit too close for comfort for the Saints there. Surely we were even stressing out on the stage. I could imagine how much they were stressing out in those comms, saying, guys, we can't afford to lose this round. We need to win this round, and this is going to be the most crucial round of the map so far. George Mason going to go for a full buy, and if they lose this round, they're fully broke, won't be able to afford anything. So this is going to be huge. It's going to be a B push coming out from the side of the Saints.
Absolutely, and Saints also having to dent their eco a little bit, as they did lose a lot of members in that last round here. But as we get underway, 10-10, a close game as we predicted. These teams are not ready to give up yet. Shipsy with a great pick there, but he's going to be quickly traded out by Petro. The AK versus the Uzi always will win, but we are going to see a little bit of a slowdown here from the Saints, but they are going to make their way slowly but surely on the beat here, pushing together, playing it smart. 4v1 situation on this B site. George Mason does need to rotate a little bit faster so they can help defend, but so we're going to have an encounter. Nice. And Kidru with a great flick there, but he's going to be quickly traded out by Kyler. This round alone has been very close. Hunter Scoper finding Hilton there. Incredible kill by Saints here, as they will now make their way onto B. Kyler gonna find 1 there on the Hunter Scoper. 2v2 situation, he's holding it down. He does hear the plant starting to go down. Bomb's gonna go down. Here we go.
What a shot!
Beautiful.
Now it's a 2v1 situation. Tyler finding 3 this round. So going so huge for his team. Is going to be able to find the 4th. Yes, he will. And just like that, Tyler single-handedly winning the round for George Mason. Saints were looking good with the 3v2 on the site, but we're just peaking the challenge one by one, which is exactly what you don't want to do when you have the numbers advantage. And George Mason making them pay for their mistakes. Yes, Saints will have another bye, but if they lose this next round, they will be broke. So it's go big or go home for the Saints here on this 22nd round.
Absolutely, and you don't want to have to stress out about pushing it to a map 3, especially losing a crucial map 2 here, and being so close, they don't want to be getting up in their own heads about how they can perform in a map 3, but we are going to see that fast B push here as they're going to try to find Shipsy in the middle quickly here. Molotovs everywhere. Shipsy's going to burn Keydra to death there, unfortunately.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh no, but he's going to be quickly traded out there by RyCS. We are going to see that bomb kind of slow down a little bit more here, but still make its way towards B. Rye going to put down some util, try to cover up some sight lines, but Kyler right there and ready to do the same thing. Petra going to find a pick on a Hilton, and Rye finding Kyler there. Incredible 4v2 for the Saints now. Oh, 3v2 as Price finds a pick on a Hunter Scoper, slowing the Saints down yet again. Oh, bombs down too. Unfortunately, in the middle of the map, and George Mason has that control. Envy finding one, but quickly traded out by Petro. 1v2 here for the side of George Mason. Gonna do everything he can to hold on to this bomb.
Don't shoot. Very dangerous angle there. And Petro on 6 HP, gonna find the wall bang headshot. Very well played by the Saints when it mattered most. We're able to take that round down, and George Mason now aren't looking to rich themselves. They'll be able to buy a few AKs, but they do have a member with only 1950. That means they're going to have at least 1 or 2 weapon disadvantages, and they might go for a bit of a save here. We see the MP9 coming out, a couple of pistols, and yes, the Saints will have a full buy. George Mason, only 3 members with weapons that are not pistols, so the Saints, if they can just play this one well, should be able to take themselves to a match point.
Absolutely. This middle part's been very crucial for the side of St. Clair. Petro finding that first pick on the Price, giving them the man advantage here. Doing a great job as they start to make their way towards this A site in a funky manner. Nobody there quite covering it fully, so they will have it themselves, but they don't quite know it yet. It looks like Kyler and who else is there? And Envy holding up this Envy's holding this A site quite well. A little bit of a slow play here from St. Clair.
Nice pick there by Hunter Scope though, and it's gonna be an A push coming up from the Saints. Riggs finding one as well, and it's gonna be a 5v2 situation. Can he find a second one? No, he won't. Sailor takes him down, but they do still have the weapon advantages. There is gonna go Sailor with another one. No, he won't. Never mind. It's gonna be just Chipsy in the 1v4 situation, able to find one, able to pick up that AK. But Saints have 3 members strong. They just need to peek together, swing together, use your numbers advantages to your advantage. As we're gonna see probably Chipsy go for the clutch here. Yes, you might want to save this one, but it being 11-11, I think he will save this one, to be honest. The time's ticking. He definitely won't have time to push and kill all the members and defuse. I think he knows that himself, and he says, yes, guys, I will save my AK for this final round, which we desperately need to win. It's going to be Saints on map and match point here coming up. They will have a full buy for themselves as George Mason, oh my goodness, JBH goes down to the bomb. A bit of trolling from our Saints. But they have enough money to buy for this final round, so it's not the biggest deal. The side of George Mason should have enough to buy a few weapons at least.
Oh no.
But they have to have a few MP9s, it feels like, and that's not what you want to see in this deciding round. Yes, this map is very close range, good for those MP9s, but the AKs are just better. That's why they cost more. We're going to see a lot of going on in this round. Hopefully our Saints are able to take it down.
Absolutely. A lot of pressure here put on them as this is a very big round, as it is a decider for the series as a whole. A little bit of engagement here.
Nice shot.
Oh, Price gonna find Keydra and quickly traded out there by RyCS, making it a 4-on-4. No, neither team wanting to let this round slide. And see that Molotov come out, not gonna quite find its target as bomb makes its way towards A site.
He's been here every round. He has to know he's here, Hunter Scope. Yes, you're going to see him peek around here and find the shot. No, he won't find the headshot. Siler takes him out. And there's going to be another shot for Envy. And now it's a 4v2 for the side of George Mason. After such a disastrous buy, they're able to bring this round back. St. Clair still now out of it, however, and they're going to look to bring this round back.
Saints do have the site now, and they are gonna hopefully get this plant going down here. Yeah, or no, not quite. Envy and Chipsy gonna find the final 2 kills, and ladies and gentlemen, we have overtime.
This is when the best show why they are the best in overtime, when it matters the most, when it's the highest tensions, highest nerve situation. This is when players show up. Petro top fragging for the side of the Saints, and Price top fragging for the side of George Mason. Both playing so well, as we're gonna see an operator coming out from the side of George Mason. They're gonna be looking good for this round, and hopefully our Saints can lock it down in overtime. I believe it is until 16, if I'm not wrong. It's not how Valorant works, just win 1, win 2, and you win. There's a bit more to it, as Price is gonna take down Rixius, and that's a bad start for the side of the Saints. They played a bit aggressive there and couldn't find too much. Let's see if our Saints can maybe bring this one back.
Absolutely, and a disadvantage here. Price sitting in the same spot. He's going to find Petro. A little bit of lack of communication from the side of the Saints. Weren't able to call out that cheeky little spot there, and they are going to have to play with a disadvantage here. Oh no, not checking the core. Oh, JBH with an incredible flick, able to take out Shipsy. These corners have been crucial for George Mason, but JBH not going to let that one slide right away. Bomb is going to start to make its way towards B now, as, oh no, Hilton here with another crazy angle. Will he be able to find anything from it? And Hilton going to be able to take out Keydrew there. Oh, incredible kill by JBH. Not able to find the second one on the Hilton there.
Oh, he didn't get traded out.
Now down to Hunter Scoper, 1v3 situation. And he also has to grab the bomb and plant it. Doesn't look too good for him right now.
Yeah, this is looking very bad for him. I don't think it's going to be easy to win. With 11 HP, he does get peeked out. He's going to get peeked again, and 1 bullet, he will die. So he's choosing to play it a bit slower. He's going to be able to find the headshot here. Sees him around the corner, but does not find it. And he will get taken down by Envy. Just like that. Coming down from, it seemed like nothing. GM, you are able to take a lead in this overtime, 13-12, and looking strong, trying to bring this to a map 3.
Now on match point here, Saints need to catch back up. They cannot let this round be a loss if they want to close out this series. And now we are going to see, so we are going to see that B push yet again through the mid. It's been working very well for the side of the Saints here. And they will look to do it yet again, as, it might actually turn into a little bit of a default play here, as they are going to leave the bomb kind of sitting in the middle. Don't want to worry about it too much and let it get dropped anywhere, as everyone is just so spread out across this map.
Yeah, it's a very slow push coming up from the Saints. They're choosing to go for a default, and now the side of George Mason are getting a bit impatient. You can see the players pushing up there. Maybe that's what the Saints need. Oh, huge shots coming out, and Rice CS does find one onto Envy for Evil. That's a huge opening frag, and Saints find anything up this attack. They know where Hilton is, sitting in this corner. Can they find a pick on him? Throwing so much util at him, but he will not go down. JBH gonna have a crucial 1v1 here. Does get spotted out. Good damage coming out from both players, but nobody dies there, and does get spotted out in the corner here. Petro, it will surely calm that to his team. Say, hey guys, I saw one in the corner. Petro finding one. Can he find the second? Looking for the spray down. Yes, he finds it. Some missed shots from Hilton there, but he does take it down and survives the peek from Shipsy. He knows exactly where Shipsy is now. He's going to tell his teammates for backup. Does get a couple of shots down, but the Saints are over on A side, and they should have a completely free plant in this 4v2 situation.
Absolutely, and they have done a great job in this round so far, bringing it right back, able to find those impressive kills. Petra doing the most there, helping his team get the advantage here. We are going to see a little bit of engagement here as Keydrew is ready for it. All Saints posted up, waiting for the sound cue of that defusal. But George Mason University gonna have to make a push here. Not like you can save anything in overtime, so any push is a good push here. So they're gonna make their way on a site now. Molly's and all the Utes are gonna come out now. Shipsy gonna find a pick there, but quickly trade out by Petra. 1v3 situation for George Mason, and it looks like he's gonna run out of time.
Oh my, everyone died.
Saints will take that there and kind of cheese the other team as they all jump off the side, but it is it is overtime here, and they do have the advantage. Or sorry, it is all tied up now.
Yeah, well, I mean, they don't have unlimited money, so actually going down there
Oh,
might not be the best play there, but I believe it is the final round for before they switch sides in the overtime. It's 3 each, I believe, if I'm not wrong. The Saints gonna look for yet another strong attacking round. Able to find that first pick last round, I believe Hunter Scope did. Made so much space for the side of the Saints. There's gonna be a nade coming out from Rycius. Gonna hit himself a little bit there. Maybe not the most optimal. Hunter Scope is just gonna not check his corner, very basic mistake, and Cycler in that spot, able to find the opening pick now. Gonna be harder for the Saints to push him down a man, but Rycius able to find a pick onto Price. That is their top fragger, so very far from over. Kaiju finding one onto Shipsy, and now the Saints have an advantage seemingly out of nowhere. They're gonna look to maybe push towards this B site yet again.
absolutely, they have done a great job with it so far, and they do have most of it cleared off, apart from Hilton hiding in yet another corner. They are going to chip away a little bit of his health there with a great grenade. JBH going to be taken out, though, by a nasty little head peek there, and Kyler finding one of his own on a Keydrew, almost evening out the odds here, or
taking advantage.
Taking the advantage now, yes, exactly. But Petro not going to let that stay for long. Plant's going to go down on that B site, and they're just going to smoke all the way up, try to cover every angle onto the site, and do everything to not let George Mason retake here.
Oh, playing really close, Rycius. I think this is a very, very good position. I think Petro should back up a bit, but they're both going to choose to play a bit aggressive. And here's going to be the peak. They're both coming out from that side. If just they get spotted out, there's going to be one coming down. The other one's right there. And yes, Petro finding 2 kills, giving the Saints the advantage on the attack. Now they just need 2 rounds out of the next 3 on the defense here, and they will be able to take this map and take the match.
Absolutely doing a great job here now. Found their stride a little bit. They know what they have to do to beat George Mason here, and they want to execute once again. Huge save on George Mason's side, and it looks like we might have a little something going on here. Oh, yep.
Something's not right. Something's definitely not right.
Something it seems to have possibly broken here. Rycius seeming to be the only one who is able to move around.
Go kill them all, right? Go kill them all. They're all in spawn.
Gotta love those technical difficulties. This might be a strat on the side of George Mason. I hope not, but
no, definitely not.
Definitely, they are gonna only have 2 players with some decent economy though in this round, where Saints are kind of stacked up with those AKs yet again, and they are gonna be ready for this next round. It looks like might have to let this one play out here and reset the round, possibly.
I mean, that would be unfortunate, as this is such a crucial round. But if this round does just time run out, it is going to be a round for the side of the Saints. And you wonder what's going to happen with the economy part of the game.
Would it not be a side for George Mason is defending?
They are?
Yes, they are.
No, our Saints are defending. They were just attacked for 3 rounds, didn't they?
Oh, I'm reading the complete wrong. No, I'm not. Keydrew's got the bomb there. Saints are still attacking.
What? Okay, maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. That's very
possible. So it looks like this is probably going to be a scratch round, because it seems like the Saints are...
Oh, they're getting rid of the guns.
Yeah.
There it is. Okay.
So, yeah, so we are having some technical difficulties here. So we are going to have a scratch round here, and looks like we might have to have a little bit of a reset in break time. But in the meantime, while we do wait for that, maybe we can talk a little bit more about that. What's been happening these past couple of rounds here. Saints doing a great job on the attacking side now. As we will see, the round timer does end up. Yeah, there we go. So match will be paused, and the round there will be reset. But Saints doing a good job to kind of bring it back in this match. They were down for most of this map and have now tied up and taken this 1-round advantage. They look to close it out in overtime, and Petro being a very key player for the Saints here.
Yeah, he's top fragging, especially in the overtime. He him and the enemy top fragger were like a couple kills apart. Now he's like 5 kills apart. He's finding these picks when it matters most. So well played by Petro there. But the whole Saints team are playing well, I would say, especially in this overtime when it matters most. They're finding the opening frags. Even when they were down a kill, they found one here, one in there, and they were able to use their man advantage as they're supposed to. So well played by our Saints, and they're just 2 rounds away from taking this match.
Absolutely, and as for this map, it does seem to be a little bit more even-sided. In those first two halves of the map before overtime, both teams went 5
7-5.
and 7 for wins and losses there. So both teams, as we talked about at the beginning of this game, are very close, and they will continue to keep this match close. However, we will take a short break as the lobby does get fixed and the rounds are reset. So we will catch you in a bit. Do not go anywhere.
Welcome back, everybody. We are right into the action. Starting off where we left Saints, 2 rounds away from match point. We'll talk about what happened as this round ends because we're in the middle of it. Let's see what can happen. Shipsy finds a pick on Hunter Scope. Price finds one as well. And it's looking like George Mason are going to take back the round here, but Kirju finds one of his own. It's 4v3 for side of GMU, but Petro finds a huge kill there. Now it's a 3v3 situation. The plant is going down, however, and he's going to get taken down by Rai. CS, that's a huge kill there. This plant, the bomb is down in the worst spot possible. It's going to be hard to just walk in and take that one, but it's a risk he's going to have to take. It's a great shot there by Siler. He's able to find one. Hudson finds one as well. It's a 1v1 situation now for all the marbles. Petro, the top fragger, is not able to find the shot onto Hilton, and just like that, it's a 3-3 game. It's up to 5, by the way, for anyone wondering what happened. The server was a bit messed up, so instead of overtime switching every 3 rounds, it was 15, so we had to reset everything. But now we are back on track and we're looking good.
Absolutely now. And like we said, first to 5 here to emulate that final overtime points here. But we are all tied up. Both teams looking to finish this one out. Saints still up 1-0 in the series and looking to close it out. And as we get underway here, we are going to see a lot of util come out on this B side. It looks like a very big B push coming out here from the side of St. Clair College. And they are going to kind of make their way. It looks like Bomb's going to make its way back towards A site, crossing through spawn here. A little bit of a fake out play, and it might actually work as the last defender sitting around A. Oh, great kill by Kyler there indeed, giving the George Mason University a 5-on-4 advantage with Bomb now making its way towards A. They're going to be able to find Rai through the smoke, now finding another man, giving them yet another advantage. George Mason really wants this round and wants this win.
Yeah, and they're going to be on A side fully. They're going to be able to take the plant here, I believe, as all 3 Saints members are looking to group up and make a final push. It's going to be a hard one to win, though, against 5 members on the side of George Mason. Let's see if the Saints can get done. The plant is going down from Ships. He takes a bit of damage from a nade, but should get this plant down. He's going to just hide in that corner, as it's a really good angle from JBH. He's able to find one, but he's on 19 HP. Took a lot to kill that one there. There's going to be the swing coming out from Petro, but he won't be able to find one. He's going to find the shot there. Now it's a 3v3 situation. Going to be a push on Siler here. Can they find him? It's a 2v1, 2v2 situation now, and they have no idea where they are, though. Envy4 Evil in such a good spot here, and there's not much time left. Finds a kill onto Petro. Now it's a 2v1 situation. 100 Scope's going to go down, and just like that, GMU are on match point, needing one more round to take this game and push it to deciding map 3.
Absolutely. GMU really looking to close this one out here in the next round. They have a very good eco to go into this, and Saints unfortunately are going to have to take a lesser of a buy here, but in the right hands, Enemy's going to do anything. We're going to see the util dump come out here. It looks like a strong push right on A right away, throwing out all the mollies and smokes, try and stop him. Envy finding that first pick on JBH, very crucial. Rai going to find Price, but Hilton going to be able to trade him out quickly. 4v3.
It's going to be A side yet again for the side of GMU, unless one of the Saints have something to say about it. No, the plant looks like it's going to go down. There's going to be a nade coming out there. Kirju, can he find anything with that one? No, he won't be able to. And it's going to be another rough retake here for the Saints playing on that B side. GMU able to just plant down on A. They're trying to take this map, pushing to a map 3 after all the chaos that ensued. Would be a huge momentum swing. Let's see if the Saints can find anything. There's going to be the pick coming out, and Hilton finds the pick. 4v2 situation now. There's going to be the swing coming out, and they find 2. They find one more. Now it's a 2v1. Can the Saints find it here? They have no idea where he is, however, and they need to get on the defuse right now. They don't have much time. There's going to be the swing coming out. They know exactly where he is. Can they find him quickly? There he is. They find the pick. Can they get the defuse in time? They're on the bomb. They're on the bomb. Is Petro able to get it? It's ticking down. Every second counts here, and yes, Saints will able to take it down to tie it up. Now, I'm not sure what's going to happen. I think it's first to 6 or first to 7. I have no idea because the overtime did mess up a little bit, but it should be first to 7 now, as it should be 3 rounds each.
I believe it'll be first to 6. They are going to have to win 2 in a row here to take it. Same rules as would normally apply to the overtime round, but I believe it. I don't know if it does max out at a certain point here at a sudden death, but we will see what happens here. Saints getting a little bit of their eco back, but GMU does have a
Oh,
lot.
nice
Hunter
pick.
Scoper, great first pick on Hilton, giving the Saints that advantage and kind of stopping the rest of GMU in their tracks there, and they might have to figure out something different. Holding great
Oh,
angles
man.
here. The Saints are just locking down this defense now. Bomb doesn't know where to go.
Yeah, but it looks like they're gonna try and make their way over to A. It feels like this map is a bit more easier for the defense as Envy finds a huge pick on Rice. Yes, there takes a bit of damage himself, but is able to get the kill on 72 HP here, looking pretty healthy after that one. But Saints have this one a bit on more lockdown. They're not just letting the the plant go down. I apologize, as Petro is just sitting in mid here, holding this angle so tight, but there's nobody up here. He obviously has no idea that's the case, as NV4 is going to maybe walk into his crosshair. No, he won't. The plant is going to have to be going down on A side, it looks like. But no, they're going to maybe rotate all the way over to B. With 46 seconds left, there's going to be a huge peek here by Kaiju. He can find one. No, he won't be able to find a one yet. He needs to find at least one on this defense here to deny the push. But with one flash, he's just able to stop it fully. And now the side of GMU are going to fully rotate over to A.
Incredible peaks here and plays going out.
Oh,
all
shot.
of them. Great pick by JBH. Kyler going to be able to find one onto Keydrew, tying it up yet again. 3-on-3. 20 seconds left. JBH with another pick. Going to be able to stop this plan for a little longer, but he is taken out by an incredible nade from Shipsy. Here we go. Plan is going to go down from Shipsy here. The other two Saints are going to have to find these or retake the site. Both at GMU right above them waiting. And will they peek it? Uh-oh. Here comes a big peek. He's going to fire off a couple shots, give away position, but they have made their way.
Nice
Kill
shot.
from Petro.
One more,
He
yes.
finds a double, and Saints will be able to take this round and take the advantage. One more round, and they will win it.
Yeah, I mean, if everything you've said is correctly, Saints are on match point and looking to close out the series after such a crazy round there. Was looking a bit rough, but Petro finding those last 2 kills. And even though we've only played 3 rounds, he already has 7 kills. Well played by him. Saints on the defense yet again. Gonna look to hold it down. Let's see where the side of GMU decide to go. They're gonna go all out on B here. Will Saints be able to read it? Yes, they have 3 members, it seems like, moving over there. And they're gonna look to slow this push down as they're all coming through that upper. But Hilton on the low ground here, maybe begging someone to get a bit greedy here on the peak. The bomb will get dropped, and there will be the wall bangs coming out. Petro looking away at the wrong time, and the top fragger of the Saints does go down. There is an operator on the side of Kirju here. Is he going to be able to find anything with it here? Let's see. He can hold these stairs forever. Nobody can push him when he has that operator. But the side of GMU are just locking down this position and going to look to flank a bit on the B side, I believe.
Yep, lots of util coming out, trying to find some damage, clear out any of those Saints. They're going to actually get around here. Rye's going to run into a couple of them. He's not going to be able to find any of them as Kyler and Shipsy do a great job of taking him out, and they are going to make their way towards A from the back side now, kind of catching Keydrew off guard here. JBH finds one. He's going to be taken out quickly, and Hunter Scoper also going down. 4v1 for GMU. They are going to be able to put the bomb down without any hesitation, and Keydrew all alone now with the op. Gonna try to reclaim this site. It's gonna be tough. Does he see the one to his right? Probably not. And Price is gonna find him and tie it back up. Resetting the overtime now. This is not gonna end anytime soon.
Yeah, just like that. It's gonna be going to even more rounds. It's one more round for the defense for the Saints, and after that we are swapping over to GMU, who's going to be defending. But Saints need to win this round. It's going to be looking like another B push from GMU. There is something they saw in that. Can they go quickly onto the side? Saints triple stacking A side, playing very aggressively on it as well. Going to be looking to find some picks there, but GMU are playing very slow. There's going to be a huge fight in the middle here, and Petro yet again goes down first for the side of the Saints. Being that top fragger, he needs to find these kills, but not able to get it there. The rest of the Saints going to have to pull it out the dirt here in the 4v5 situation. It's going to be really rough for them, but the bomb is far from being planted. They do have some time to play with. Right, CS is going to spot him out. Maybe. No, he won't see anyone just yet. We see them through the walls. He doesn't. He spots one out there, gets a couple shots down onto Shipsy, but he will be able to make it out. And it's going to be looking like a B push coming up from GMU.
Playing it safe on both sides here. GMU wanted to take it slow, and so are the Saints. Getting a couple of those shots off by Rye was a good way to start, and getting one of the team mates of GMU down to a lower health, but they are going to make their way onto B
it's a big
here.
swing here.
With very little congestion. Great pick
Wow,
by
what a
Envy
shot.
there as he finds JBH's head around that corner. And now Hunter Scope are going to try to stop this. He's going to find one on Kyler.
Finds two, Hunter.
Oh, beauty. And Envy's also going to find Keydrew. So now a 3v2 for the side of GMU. They're going to try to find this plant. They do have B sites themselves here. And I think they have realized it, but Shipsy getting a little greedy. Never mind, he's going to go for the plant now. Gonna get it down here, and now the Saints need to find this retake at the disadvantage.
Nice!
Oh, great pick by Rice. Yes, as he finds
2v2.
Envy, and we got a 2v2 situation.
Yeah, 2v2 situation. One close, one playing a bit more deep. Can he find the Molotov behind this? Would be a nice Molotov there. Oh, he does get shot down. Hunter doing so much this round, but the time is ticking. The Saints need to speed this one up if they want to win this round. Are they going to be able to find one? No. It's going to be a 1v2 for Rice. Yes, now he's going to have to find one here. No, he won't be able to find it as Shipsy finding two, and just like that, GMU Academy are on to point yet again. Saints now on the attack, I believe, are going to have to pull something out of their bags here to bring this one back, but it's looking good for the side of GMU, just able to play that tiny bit better in that last round.
All the eco is now reset as well, so each team is going to be able to buy all the way up whatever they'd like for this first round of this new set of overtime half here, and they need to find this perfect round here to try and tie it back up. Crazy 4-man push here towards B, just the way they do it.
If they can go quickly onto this B site, there's only one member there from the side of GMU, but they obviously can't know that. It's going to be a big gunfight over there. Able to spot out the toes there, getting some poke down onto Siler, and he's going to be forced to back out. There's going to be maybe a big gunfight here. They have no idea Shipsy's here. They threw out the util, but they never saw him, I don't believe. So Shipsy has to go massive here for George Mason. Otherwise, the Saints will have full control of the B side. There's a pick by JBH onto Price. That's the top fragger of GMU now down in the first shot of the round. And it's going to be all onto Shipsy here. He's going to be going around the side here. They have no idea he's here. He finds one, but Shipsy finds two as well. Oh my goodness, the Saints can't trade him out. They do find Tyler, and JBH going massive this round, finding three. The Saints are going to rotate over to A side as it's fully free. It's going to be all up to Keiju here on this, because, you know, there's a player right next to him. Yes, he does, and just like that, Saints make it a 3-on-1. They're going to get the plant down, and it's going to be just one member from George Mason trying to clutch it up.
Absolutely, they have all the advantage here to tie this back up and get them back in this game. So they are looking. Rye and Keydrew kind of holding that top mid area. Shipsy's going to try to look to ramp to try and get back onto the site, and he might have a good way of doing it, but Saints have this pretty well locked down, and I think all people in this map right now know it.
Yeah, I mean, Shipsy isn't even pushing it. He's just gonna chill with the AK here, and is gonna concede his loss. So Saints, very crucially in the clutch, yet again able to find the round win. Some huge shots there from JBH, able to find 3 picks, I believe, that round, and taking that round basically single-handedly for the Saints as a very, very close round. Yet again, Saints on the attack for these last 2 rounds. If they're able to win these next 2 on this offense, they will take the match. As stated before, it's win by 2. There's going to be an operator coming out, though, for the side of George Mason.
Absolutely. They've been kind of deadly with it in these last 2 games. Price being able to show off his skill with it has just been incredible here. We are going to see that 8 push be more dominant now, as Saints do realize this has been a better site for them in the long run. So, but they are going to leave Bomb in a safe spot for now and try to find those couple of safe picks here. Do they know that they've got a little someone hiding in the corner? He's going to throw the molly. Great game sense there. Try to get Envy out of here.
Hit him.
And he's going to just miss him. But Keydrew and JBH finding a pick each, giving him a 2-man advantage here. Oh, Kyler finding pick on a JBH with that. Looks like Kyler's rocking the off for this round instead. Doing a great job so far with it. And we still have Envy in this quarter. He has lost a good chunk of his health, but he is able to hold on to this without Saints knowing. He's going to get a little bit of an ego peak here, and he's going to find Keydrew there, evening out the odds for GMU, as it is now a 3v3, and Saints bring it back to B.
Yeah, they're going onto this B side. If they can go quickly, they'll have a man advantage. But Hilton, fully blind, finds one, finds two, and Siler's gonna find the third. Just like that, George Mason is able to stop the push of the Saints, and they're gonna be on map point for like the third time, I believe. Saints will have to bring something back yet again. Such a promising start to the round, finding 2 picks, but just not playing together well enough. Probably should have just pushed onto that A side and killed that final member, but a bit indecisive from them there, and gonna have to go huge here on this attack round to find this round win.
Absolutely. It looks like they are going to take your advice a little bit here and try to make it towards that B. If they can do this right, they can get a couple good picks and make it onto that site cleanly without too much congestion. At A site, though, we are going to see that ramp. A little bit of a showdown here between the Saints and GMU over on the A ramp side, but as they start to peek their way onto B, hoping to find that first pick.
Don't pick the op. That's all I'm thinking. Just don't peek that operator in mid as they did last round. Seems like the Saints are gonna avoid that collision and gonna try and go on to B side. Good Molotov there, making a little bit of space. JBH is finally gonna walk through here. Does spot out one and takes out Price. That's a huge pick for them. The operator is still up, and also Silas attacked a teammate, so but maybe HP lost there. There shouldn't have been lost as well. Very important in this scenario. Saints maybe gonna look to rotate over to B side now as JBH making so much space with that opening pick, but this is gonna be a huge 1v1 Hunter Scope. Can he spot out this opponent? No, he won't. Huge kill by Shipsy there, and Siler takes one down. So does Envy for Evil, and just like that, it's a 4v2 situation for the side of George Mason. Saints need to bring this one back. They are pushing A side. If they can find this one pick, it's still very, very doable. They try to find it, get them down to low HP, but Rycius is going to be taken down himself, and there's going to be a pick coming out. Can they find another one? 3v2 situation. They're going to get this bomb down. There is an operator there, so maybe not the best weapon for this close range scenario. Can Petro go massive here with that AK? Here's a player, walk right past him, doesn't have an idea that he's there, but they've no idea Petro's there. Can he go huge here? Is he going to be able to find one? No, he plays a bit too aggressive, and that's going to be the map going towards the side of George Mason, and it looks like we're going to a decisive map 3.
Oh, what a game there from the side of George Mason. Looks like the technical difficulty may have come a little bit in their favor there as they were able to kill Saints' momentum. But what a close overtime there. Just super back and forth there. Saints did their best they could, trying to clutch up those last disadvantages they had in those couple rounds, but weren't quite able to finish it off. Petro being a huge player there, and Price for the other team being massive kill leaders in that whole game, pushing their teams to the distance.
Yeah, very close game as expected, a very close series, but we will be going to a decisive game 3. We're going to go to a very quick break, but right after that, we're going to go to the deciding match and see what happens. See you guys soon. Welcome back, everybody, to map 3 between the Saints Academy and George Mason University.
Yep.
Yes, I thought I almost forgot the name there. It was a bit of a longer break, some more technical difficulties, but at last, the match has started. We're going to see Saints on the defense and George Mason on the attack. Such close first 2 maps, able to take one apiece, and yeah, we're down to map 3.
This is it. This is for all the marbles here. Both teams got to do whatever they can to close out this series for the win here. As we see, it's going to be a big push on to B here. First pick's going to go for Hunterscoper, but quickly traded out as George Mason comes in and picks up 3 of their own. JBH going to be able to get Kyler there. And now a 3v2 for the side of George Mason, but Hilton's going to make it a 3v1. Now leaving it all down to JBH, but he's going to be taken quickly out by Shipsy, and George Mason will take the first round of this game.
Yeah, and it's a good start for George Mason. A bit unfortunate, we can't really see who's who because a bit of a client bug, I believe. A bit unfortunate, but we could see what's happening in the bigger picture, which is what is important. George Mason able to take the first round. Saints will have to save up here. George Mason have a P90 and not really full buying, but getting some Uzis there. Probably just gonna rush onto this A site as it will be completely free. The Saints decided they're gonna go full defense on the B site. Does not work out for them, and this round is looking very dire for the Saints.
Absolutely, they are playing together, which may come in their favor for this retake here, but a couple shots are going to go out, start to take down the Saints' health, and they're not going to be able to retaliate any way whatsoever, but they are going to try to get 3 to push onto the site quickly. Here we go. It's all coming down to this. Quick couple kills from Petro and Envy. Petro picking up a second. Shipsy and Kyler and Hilton going to find the final ones there, and George Mason will take the second round, giving them a 2-point lead.
Yeah, great shots there from George Mason, able to take the 2-0 lead, only dropping a few members, so they still will have those weapons. The members that did fall down are buying the AK, so very aggressive play from George Mason. Saints have the full buy, have the M4, so a crucial round here for the Saints. I believe in the first 2 games, they were able to win that first pistol round, so unfortunate for them dropping one in this third one, and they're going to be on the back foot just a tiny bit. Let's see if Fry CS can find anything up mid. Saints playing very aggressively on this defensive side, like deciding to push up pretty far, and it's not going to work out for Petro there. Maybe getting a big 2 angsty, and the 2 players from the Saints are going to go down. It's not a good start, only 5 HP for Shipsy, but all you need is 1 and a bullet. There's going to be 1 member from the Saints here. Hunterscope are able to find 1, but Price takes him down, and just like that, it's a 4v2 for the side of George Mason.
A little bit of a retake here. Keidra gonna find 1 to try and even out these odds here, but Price is gonna find JBH. 1v3, and Price will find that second one on Keidra to close out this round yet again. 3-0 now for the side of George Mason, taking a dominating start here. Absolutely incredible plays from them. Aim has been on point. They're able to quickly secure these sites. Saints kind of giving these sites up very quickly, and A site being the one that they shouldn't be giving up too much because they spawn so close to it. But now it looks like they might finally be figuring out the strategy here, as we're going to see a 5-man push towards B, and Saints are also ready for it here. They're going to try to hold a couple crazy angles here. They're going to see them all walk by. Here we go. They are all pushing on, and it's all coming. Rye, CS going to find 1 there. Hunterscope going to be taken down. Kills all over the board from everyone. The Deagle from Keidru is going to be deadly, but it's not going to be enough as George Mason takes yet another round and goes up 4-0.
Absolute craziness going on this game. Saints able to find 3 picks with their pistols. They're a very good try by them, but the side of George Mason just playing a tiny bit better, having those weapons, able to take a 4-0 lead, and this is not what we're used to from the Saints. Maybe a bit of fatigue,
sinking in,
that's the one. A bit of fatigue, because it is pretty late. They did start this game at 8:30. It is now 11:30, and they just started map 3. So fatigue could be a very big part. We could see Saints playing aggressive, or George Mason just playing more aggressive, taking these picks, and George Mason just seemed to be in it just a little bit more. But as I say that, Petro finally finds that first pick. That's what the Saints need from him if they want to win this map. Red CS does have the operator, and Kirju does go down, and it's going to be looking like a bit of a B push coming out from George Mason. Saints need to get defend. This Hunterscoper has been on this B side, it feels like, the entire game, and he's going to have to come up huge here with the FAMAS. probably not the weapon you want for long range, but if they drop down into you, a great weapon to have. And it's going to be a decisive fight here. Whoever wins this 1v1, can Hunter Scoper find him? Does not find him as Envy takes down JBH. It's going to be a 2v3 for the side of George Mason. Rick does take one out, but does get taken out. And down goes Petro just like that in the blink of an eye. George Mason take a 5-0 lead, and our St. Clair need to regroup, recuperate, maybe take a timeout and just calm down a little bit. 5-0 lead is absolutely crazy, especially considering how close the first two maps were. Could it be just the momentum from last map from George Mason just hard carrying them? You could see they're playing with confidence, they're playing with aggression, and Saints just can't find an answer.
Like you said, fatigue is definitely starting to settle in. We're going to see a lot of deagles here on the side of the Saints, and as we get underway, we're going to see a big A push from George Mason. They've pretty much got the site. Petro's going to go down to Shipsy real quick. Deagle coming out, but Shipsy finds two. Hilton and Price going to find that third. Rye going to be able to get a kill onto Shipsy and slow him down, but it might not be enough as it a 4v2 for George Mason, and they are going to be able to plant this bomb down onto A site. As it gets ready to go down, bomb is down now. Rye CS still being held up by these mollies. Oh no, he's just being burnt to a crisp here. Hunter Scope going to find a pick on Envy with the Galil. Only one on the team with a solid weapon here. And he's going to find Skylar. Rye's going to find Price.
2v1.
Will the thrifty kill come in? Hunter Scope going to be able to pick up an AK. He's going to have to start this defuse.
No kid either.
Smoke's going down. He's going to be able to block the site here. Hilton going to have to take a couple shots, but it looks like Saints will be able to pick up their first round here, making it a 5-1. And this might be the start of something here. Saints are going to have to work a lot to get back up into this match.
I completely agree with you. I think that is the turnaround the Saints needed. Not even having the weapons that round, able to take their first round of the game. You can see at the stats, Shipsy playing out of his mind, 11-3 so far in the first 6 rounds. The Saints struggling to take good kills here for their side, but they're able to take a round. They do have the weapons now. George Mason's still pretty wealthy, so it didn't affect them too much getting off to the 5-0 lead. Petro's going to peek mid here. There's going to be 2 players there. Can he find anything? No! He's going to get taken down instantly by Envy for everyone, and it's going to be a good start for them there. And then he's going to take one more as Kirju tries to get the peek, but can't find it. Now it's a nice picks coming out though from Rice CS. Now it's a 3v2 situation as Price did take down JBH, and George Mason will have full control of B side, of A side. I apologize, as Saints surely know that the spike plan's going down, and they're going to make their way over to A.
Absolutely, bomb is going to go down, and they might be able to hold off this flank from Rice. Yes, he knows he's there. He got tagged up by him a little bit, but he's going to go for the ego peek here as he's getting stunned. Not going to find anything though, and he's going to have to back off. They are in a good position here. They do not need to get crazy. Rye going to find one there, third of this round.
That's a nade!
Oh, he's going to take out more of his health than he did of Skylar's there, and now a 2v2 situation. Gonna need some help from Hunter Scoper on the site, try to get on. He sees the head, not gonna be able to quite find it. Oh, he's doesn't quite finish the kill there, but George Mason's gonna take it as the bomb does explode. And they are gonna go up 6-1 now, reclaiming that 5-point lead. And we are gonna see yet another save round. They are gonna buy some Galils to try and get into this, but George Mason just too stacked with the money right now.
I believe those are actually M4s from the Saints. Yeah, I think so.
Oh yes, you are correct.
Fatigue might be sitting in on us just a little bit as well. We've been here a while, but yes, that is all M4s for the side of the Saints. This is a crucial round. If they lose this one, George Mason will surely just run away with the game here. But we can see Saints, even though it hasn't worked, still playing very aggressive up mid, not falling away from their roots. But Envy forever is gonna have to go absolutely massive here. Saints gonna choose not to challenge that very, very smartly, but they're gonna have to run away here as George Mason are gonna look to play a bit passive. JBH finds one, but Pedro gets taken down first. He sees another one, is able to find it. JBH going so big this round, but 2 of his teammates do go down, and now goes down JBH. It's gonna be one shot in mid, 1 HP in mid. Now it's a 2v1 situation for George Mason as Hunter Scoper has to clutch up here to keep the Saints in this map. George Mason winning this round would put them in an absolutely amazing spot, and there's going to be a peak coming in here. Hunter Scoper going to find 1v1 situation that he has no idea where the other player is though, and the other player, Hilton, knows exactly where he is. Let's see the swings coming out. He's going to be able to spot him out. Has, again, as I said, no idea where he is. He's going to be taking his time, but the bomb is ticking. He needs to get on that defuse as soon as possible. Hilton playing this to absolute perfection, just hiding. He doesn't need to peek, and he's going to get spotted out, but he does find the kill onto Hunter Scoper, and just like that, George Mason, in the blink of an eye, it feels like, take a 7-1 lead over St. Clair.
Absolutely. Incredible play by George Mason there. Did almost let that one slide. Hunter Scoper trying to find that 3 kill at the end to make an amazing clutch, but not quite able to do it towards the end. A little bit of a gun difference there, but now we see St. Clair coming in again with almost a complete full buy, even an up on their side, as they will try to reclaim this round, splitting up their defense a little bit smarter, but it is a 5-man push. They kind of left the bomb a little bit far behind. Someone's going to have to run back there and grab that, but we see Shipsy getting the kills started there. Petro going to trade him out, but Price right back there to trade Petro. Hilton finding a kill of his own. George Mason immediately going up 4-2 in this round. It has just been absolutely crazy so far. They're going to try to ego this a little bit as Bomb will get ready to go down. Price going to find that pick on Akidru now. 1v4 situation for Hunter Scoper. Will he be able to get close again like last time? Going to send the stuns out. Or he's going to find Hilton there with the stun, but doesn't quite know it. Bomb is down, and now he's on the clock. Hunter Scoper finds one. He's going to get peeked by Hilton, who's going to take him down. 8-1 for George Mason.
I mean, I'm going to say how it is. The Saints are just getting completely run over this game.
Yep.
George Mason just say, guys, we're full rushing this site. Nobody let go of your W key. They just sprint in there, throw the smokes, throw the nades, and just get in there. Saints are forcing, it feels like, every single round. They're trying to get these rounds back, but it is still possible to come back, obviously, as a gun in a dream, but it is very, very hard. They have no money. Now the side of George Mason are going to go for a bit of a slower push for the first time. It feels like they're trying to go towards that B site, but Keiju is going to go down first. Pedro does get the trade on him though, but he does go down as well. It's going to be a 4v3 now for the side of George Mason, and they have no idea JBH is up here. He's in a great spot. I don't think he was spotted out. If he can just play the patience game here, could go absolutely massive. The bomb is moving over toward A site, so it's going to be all on JBH this round. I still don't think they know he's here. Get your trigger discipline. Misses some shots and his teammate dies because of it. They still have no idea where he is, but JBH choking at the most crucial time there. And now the Saints, I think that might be the nail in the coffin. I think that might be the one that just says, all right, guys, we don't have it in us anymore like we did an hour ago. George Mason just hard stomping the Saints, it feels like. And misplays that wouldn't happen on a regular basis are happening. Saints might be mentally out of it.
Absolutely. George Mason is just running away with this game right now, 9-1, and they are not stopping yet again. Here we go. Util dump. It looks like everyone's getting ready on this A site for what's about to ensue. Kedru and Petro are going to find a couple kills there to start this one off, giving Saints the early game advantage. Price going to find one. Petro going to be right there, but he is going to be traded out by Envy. And we are now 3v2 for the side of the Saints. They've lost a little bit of that larger advantage they had, but they're still holding down sight contently with some nice head peeks. Could be dangerous here, though. Kyler trying to find a random shot here to land. JBH not going to be able to connect himself, but he has given away his lower position. Envy sneaking up. Does Saints know he's coming? Kyler's going to find one on a JBH. Crucial pick there.
Oh my God.
Kyler's going to find Kedru, leaving it all up to Hunter Scoper yet again. And he finds the 2 there. Great shot. Finally, one of these rounds where he is left to clutch, he can do it. And last round in the half, 9-2 for George Mason. It looks like this half has clearly been on GMU's side.
I mean, absolutely. If the Saints can make it 9-3, maybe, just maybe they can bring so the 9-3 curse. You know, you've heard it before, you've seen it before, but the Saints aren't there just yet. It's going to be a full B push coming up from George Mason. They are 3 stacking onto this A site. Hunter Scoper is just going to full-on rush mid. That's a very risky play. There's going to be 3 members there. He does it right. CS finds 1. Petro finds 2. And it looks like Saints are not going down without a fight. Going to try and make this a 9-3 game. Hunter Scoper on this B site. It's a very interesting position. I don't think the side of George Mason will expect him to be them there. But they will not push the B site. They will go over to mid and maybe make their way all the way over to A. George Mason looking to make a miracle happen this round in the 2v4. It shouldn't be possible, but we've seen it happen before. They are playing together, so as soon as one gets spotted out, Saints should know where the other one is. There goes Price, and it's going to be just Hilton peeking mid here. Has to pick up the bomb, so now as soon as Pedro peeks mid, he's going to say, guys, they picked up bomb. They're heading over to the A side. He finds one. Hilton tries to find the spray, but doesn't find a Hunter Scoper. Takes around for the Saints, and makes it a 9-3 game. It's a lot of work to be done, but it is possible.
Absolutely, and if this does happen to be an attacker-sided map, the Saints might have a chance here, but I think they have to play incredibly smart here. They can't be rushing like they did in that last half, you know, with guns just going. W key can sometimes be the best thing, and for George Mason, it did work in a lot of the cases, but for St. Clair, it was a little bit of their downfall, and it looks like they're going to be doing that right towards A, and they might have the advantage here as only one of GMU's players is going to be here to defend and help. They're going to throw down the bomb, get that to the right person here for the plant, and they're going to make it on to A cleanly. A couple shots going off from Envy there. He's going to be able to tag, but he is eventually going to go down to JBH for the first pick of this game, and now GMU is coming onto A site as the bomb goes down. They are going to look for a couple more picks here and some crafty spots. JBH finds his second of the round, but he's going to be quickly taken out by Kyler. 4-3 for the Saints right now. They do have the advantage here, and they just have to hold tight and let this bomb play out. Couple shots going down. Hilton's going to find Keydrew after he gets a great pick on the Kyler. The advantage still remains for Saints, but now GMU has retaken the site, and they are sitting on the bomb. Hunter Scope are going to find Price there. 3v1, and Saints are going to take this first round in the second half, 9-4.
And the Saints played that one like they had nothing to lose. They all just said, guys, we're going A, never let go of W. They had no idea how many people of George Mason were really on that side. Maybe they did some pre-game scouting and knew that George Mason loves to stack that B side. So they just all dropped down, found the pick, got the plant down, and taking the round very, very well. Now you can see Saints are buying 3 AKs. They want to snowball this lead bad, and they need to get back into this game one round at a time. But we're going to see George Mason loving that W key, running into the spawn of the Saints, just full sprinting it. Nobody from the Saints even cares. They're just going to walk over to B site, get the plant down, and this round should be more than free for the side of the Saints. There are going to be 3 members going up top there. Saints playing so aggressive with these weapons is what you love to see. This can be a crucial 1v1. Tyler has to find it here. We'll just sit there and not push with that pistol. It's going to be a lot of people pushing through mid. Hunter Scoper, it's going to have to go absolutely massive here. 2 people are going to jump up mid, maybe not. And it's going to be a swing coming out here. Finds 1, gets traded out. Finds 2, gets traded out as well. It's a 3v3 situation. Now Saints do still have the weapon advantage. They do go down though. Cycle finding 2 with that pistol, and now it's a 1v3 situation for JBH. They know exactly where he is. They line up for him though. He finds 2, but just a bit too aggressive, and Siler won't have time for the defuse, I believe, because doesn't have the kit on the save round. So St. Clair getting away with murder in that round, literally and rhetorically, and will take a 5 rounds now of George Mason, but they do all die, so their economy is gonna take a bit of a hit.
JVH did a great job at the end there, delaying as much as possible, was able to pick up those 2 kills to help secure. We are going to see that this might be a good time for George Mason to start buying some defuse kits, as it may help them for retakes later, because they know that they do have the ability to retake these sites. It's just a matter of being able to defuse in time. A little bit of a default play here from George Mason. They are going to kind of cover their sites completely as Saints make their way up mid as a 5 stack. Bomb going in first, and bomb goes down right away from Petro as Envy and Kyler are going to pick up a kill here, and so is Price, putting it in a 5v2 situation for St. Clair. It looks like this round may have been set in stone, and it is going to be written in the stars that it is GMU's round.
Without a doubt. They have the bomb down mid. You can see, look at the map. All 5 members are just staring down an ankle. Saints can't push anything right. CS tries to, but can't find anything. It's a 1v5 for Hunter Scoper. It feels like every single round the Saints just have Hunter Scoper alive last, no matter what. Maybe he's the only one playing passive enough. Maybe he should tell his teammates, guys, if we just play a bit more passive, we can find some kills here. He looks for it there, but gets taken down. It's a flawless round for George Mason, taking that 10-5 lead, and 3 more rounds. They'll be able to take this game. St. Clair has to save here.
Absolutely. Envy being a big player for the side of George Mason. And of course, he's got the rest of the team pretty close right behind him, all sitting around 13, 14 kills. Doing a great job. They've been able to build up their eco here, and you can see it as St. Clair is going to have to take a save round here with the Deagles. And they are going to be fighting a bunch
Oh,
of
they
M4s.
kill him.
Petro, though, doesn't let that disadvantage hinder him as he finds a perfect headshot onto Price. Oh my gosh, JBH says, anything you can do, I can do better.
Nice. Winnable,
And
winnable.
even with the thrifty buy here, they do take the advantage 3-2. Oh,
Shipsy
2-2 as Shipsy is going to take down Hunter Scoper, but they are gunned up now. Hilton going to take another one down. St. Clair starting off strong, not going to be able to finish as Hilton finds that last one, and George Mason is now up 11-5.
Yeah, Saints could have had that one, but should have had that one, but it was a nice shot from Shipsy coming out there, finding 2 and his top fragging with 16 kills. Saints are going to be devastated after that one. They have no money yet again. They're going to save up yet again, it looks like. They're going to go for yet another mid push. It looks like I think the Saints might be mentally checked out of this one. They're just pushing mid, it feels like every single round. Peaks the operator there, just in the open. They're gonna get pushed by these weapons. I think both teams have realized where this game is going. Saints are gonna find maybe a couple kills for themselves here, but I don't think their hopes are too high in this round. They have the 2 Deagles. Does get taken down there. Now it's a 1v4 and match point. It feels like even though it is a 12-5 game, this game has been an absolute blowout, and the side of George Mason have played amazingly. I think fatigue, momentum, all the different factors aside from mechanics are an absolutely massive part of esports, and I think it's showing very much in this game.
Absolutely. George Mason has dominated here, and now on match point, St. Clair has to spend every penny that they have to their name. They are going to try this mid push yet again. Petro going to find that first pick, find the second on Envy, but Price and Shipsy going to be able to take out JBH. St. Clair still with the advantage on this round, though. Here comes the op. Petro going to find his third. RyCS going to find one on a Shipsy. 4v1 here. Hilton got to do whatever he can. He's going to find 2 so far on Nikidru and Petro, and it looks like he may even be able to clutch this up. He finds the third onto Ry. Oh my gosh, 1v1 situation. All he has to do is wait for the plant, play the smart, and he will take it. Bomb is going to go down. Here comes the peak, and Hilton finds it. George Mason is going to close this out 3-1. What a game. What a game.
I mean, the first 2 maps were absolutely amazing, out of this world. Third map, I saw some interesting plays that I won't speak on, but George Mason University able to get the win, able to win it 2-1 with a very close series against St. Clair. And just like that, that's it for today. I believe that's it for games. Let's go for a quick recap of what happened today. First game, we had Call of Duty against
Concord University.
Concord University. It was a very close match, even though it was a 3-1 win for the Saints. They were able to take it down. Very good game by both teams, and we just saw some Valorant action.
CS. I know the fatigue is now setting in on us as well as the CS teams. So, yes, our CS2 team. Close match as well for those first 2 games. And then obviously, George Mason was able to close it out. They played excellently in that third map, knew exactly how to get under the Saints' skin and find those weaknesses in their defense and on their offense as well.
Yeah, and we're going to be wrapping up, but before we do, we got to give a shout to all our sponsors. We got St. Clair College Alumni, the SRC, HyperX, Subway, and Tim Hortons. So thank you to all our sponsors for making this stream happen. To keep up to date with absolutely everything going on with St. Clair, follow Saints Gaming CA on all socials. We have Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, everything you need. And yeah, Saints Academy CA.
Yeah, we do have a new Twitter account, the Saints Academy CA account. If you want to catch any Academy news, you can find it on Twitter there. We have game updates, highlights, and even better, there's more of me on there too. So if that's what you want to see, make sure to go give them a follow as well. And huge shout out to the people in the back here also sticking it out with us. We got Dan and Daniil back there doing a great job as always. And Tommy was here earlier helping out. And thank you to them, and thank you to those of you who stuck around and watched us and kind of stuck with us throughout these games.
Absolutely. And one more final thing, we were nominated for Program of the Year. Guys, go vote in the chat. Exclamation mark.
Vote.
Vote. There you go. There it is.
There we go.
colorsawards.com/vote. It doesn't take anything. You don't have to sign up. Don't have to do anything. We are the only Canadian team. So thank you for the nomination. We're very happy with the nomination, but winning it would be absolutely amazing. And with all that being said, tomorrow we have Valorant CVL playoff action coming. We have our varsity team playing at 3 p.m. So tune in for that. And I think that's it for today.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching, and have a good night.